Hello, hello. Jesus, up there, bud. Second month on the run. How's everyone doing? Just some last minute setup and then I'll go over why I'm a little bit late today. Because, my God, it's been a hectic day. I mean, I can imagine it's been cold over here, so I can't imagine how cold it's been in a little bit of a weird Canada. Ooh, that music is really loud, once it? That's better. Way better. Okay, hopefully we have no issues with the game capture. It doesn't look like it. It looks like we're good. Hey, game capture is good. I'm just going to jump straight into the game and go over today, I guess. Let's switch over. Oh, forgot my camera. The camera might help. There we go. Screen 2. Hey, yeah, super effective as well. How come today's not being great for you, but if I'm not being too intrusive as always. Oh, God, literally, this is technically the first time I managed to oh, have I got some water? Tell you what, before I start, I will get some water. Thank you for the reminder. Cheers. I'll leave the door open for the pupper. Okay, so this is literally the first time I've been able to just sit down and kind of relax all day. Because being at work, super productive day, I had to go pick up my mum and dad from the airport at like 6, half 6. So I didn't manage to get anything proper to eat, and I've just ate crap for the second meal of my day. So, see when that hits me. Oh, cheers for the look. Oh, that's shit. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, you're right, Majora. Sorry, didn't notice you pop in. Yeah, that's just shit news, but hopefully I can be a little bit of a distraction. And enjoy the leg, I guess, bud. Yeah, so literally picked up my mum and dad at like half 6-ish. Just dropped them back maybe like half an hour ago. Felt so bad for the dog because I left at like half 8 or 8 this morning. And got back just before 8, so he's been on his own for like almost 12 hours. Felt really bad, so I took him on a bit of a longer walk. He's been fed, he's been watered, and you reminded me to water myself. Now it's 200 out of 200. No, oh, I don't actually want to do that yet. Yeah, good old long walk. Usually only take him for like a little 10-minute walk when I get back. And then just play with him for a little bit. Had no time to do it, so I thought, good like 20-minute walk. Delay the stream a little bit, but he's happy. He's now just gone downstairs, I'm assuming, to eat. Yeah, it's been like that literally since like I passed my test. I'm apparently the go-to airport taxi. Which I don't mind, like saying it's full circle. I get to do my bit for them now. And it might not be a longer one, this stream. Also, like I said, I was doing the VODs yesterday. I only realised I was streaming in 720p when I should have been in 1080 since I had all the hiccups with my OBS. So we should be in 1080p today and the VODs will be back to being HD. So that was a fun thing to figure out when I dropped the VODs in and they were suddenly like smaller. Let's see. Today might be a little bit of a shorter one, but I feel like I made up the start of the week, so I don't feel terrible about it being shorter. In all honesty. I feel like I was up till 2 AM a couple times finishing stuff off. And they were a good like 4 to 6 hour stream, like each time. And look, I didn't realise I was this behind on the VODs, but there's like 5 to go up plus today, which will be a 6th. What a section to wake up in. I'm sorry, but also I guess you're welcome. It's not the worst thing to wake up to. Is me just going full ASMR mode with the mic. I'll just go quickly over what I'm doing today. It's just like the title says, just some last bits of cleanup. Oh my god, you get Jesus. You're going to be doing like all the restrictions when it comes to the other stream. Or when I eventually get requests in. So today I'm just going to basically be going for the... I feel like it's the masterpiece or artisan forms of Poltergeist and Sinister. Yeah, I mean, you got plenty. I think it's probably going to be like 5k for each. Like I think I've already mentioned, it's going to be probably going to turn the request off after one, just so like each stream you can get one in, and then by the time I play the next one, or I've at least practiced it, you can get the next request in. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, Austin John put out a video because the outbreaks are fixed for forms. If you have a Poltergeist outbreak, there's a chance it will be just the artisan forms. So by the time I eventually get one, it should be easy enough to get both. And then it's literally going to be cleanup of like, go find Jack again, complete the decks, get the charm, and then finishing off with the lady in there and whoever the guy is with her. Whatever his name is. So I can wear the fancy golden garbs. Plus, it's the first quest that will actually take me out of Kitakami. And been very stubbornly staying in the region while I do everything. Which is also why I was in the region leveling up instead of just going to like the Chanties and the North of Paldea. At least 5 working days, yeah. We'll see how good like my music learning skills are, since I haven't learned a new song in a while. That is, it is true. People have been building up points. Like I've noticed Ruby redeeming a few like the TTS, and they're 1,000 at a time. So that's maybe a stream and maybe about a stream, just under. Yeah, we've at least got a plan for today. Hopefully, like all my other plans that I've done for this DLC so far, it doesn't go overtime by like multiple hours. Yeah, from the math I've done, it seems about like just like 1,500 a stream, at least based off what you've told me. At least we're coming towards the end of the week, so it's going to be a bit more relaxing. I won't be. This was like my most stressful day of the week. And I'm going to have to actually get... What set am I on for the gym? I think I'm on my 2nd set tonight. That I'm going to try and squeeze in, or maybe before work tomorrow. I've had tons of time, but I've also been productive outside of work. So I've got all the notes done for the DLC so far. I've now just got like script bits. After pretty much I'm done with the stream tonight. So get the notes for tonight's stream done. Get the script done. And then I'm hoping the edit goes well. Like it should be a bit easier. It should just be basically highlights of everything I've done so far. Although annoyingly, like I was saying, yeah, I think you also get like bonus points for being a sub. Like 2 times or 1.5 times. Yeah, the annoying thing with the way it all worked out is everything but this stream for the video is going to be in 720p. Hopefully I can mask that a little bit. Might have to do a little bit more graphics work just to distract away from it. And I'm just wondering, would it be better for me to actually just go with a sandwich somewhere rather than like just spamming through these outbreaks? Maybe not. Maybe quicker, maybe not. But just a bit more interesting for stream. If I had the monitor, honestly, I'd record in 4K. I've currently only got 2 1080p monitors at the moment. Definitely going to go at least a 2K monitor when I upgrade the whole rig. That is, once all the money comes out my bank next month, I then get to start saving. Because I basically got car insurance coming out, which is going to be the biggest chunk. But then that's the biggest cost I've got for a while. Because stupidly, car insurance is way more than house insurance, but I guess it's harder to crash a house than it is a car. And unfortunately, I've had an accident in the car last year. I'm thinking maybe I might. Oh no, that's Litwick. It got my hopes up a little bit then. Fun thing, my car insurance is going to cost a bomb, but my road tax is nothing. I just need to make sure it's taxed every year. Literally zilch. And my MOT, because I've got family connections, is only like 20 quid. So maybe a couple of trips out for snacks, maybe a takeaway, or however you want to rationalise it. But God, I'm looking forward to getting out of the way. No, it's a 66 plate Audi A3. But for some reason, yeah, connections are great. When you've got them for like cars or like construction. Good people to know. Yeah, it's a diesel Audi A3. It's just for some reason 0 tax. I did just get warned when I bought it to not forget to tax it. Because even though it costs nothing, I still actually have to go through the steps. And, ooh, plans as well while we're on DLC. So I have... yeah, it's like, you might not know me, I've released 2 Pokemon videos. Do me a favor and just slide them across the table. Yeah. Plans for the DLC, because I've got a ton of days off. Talking to this and working pretty much December's a write-off. Just get big-headed. Sorry, I just keep getting distracted. I'm going to use a chunk of my days over like the Christmas, New Year period. But I've still got a fair few, so I'm going to take a week off around my birthday. And hopefully, timing it right, that'll be the DLC time for the second one. Because my best guess is it's going to be on a Pokemon release. Like normal major release date. Which is around my birthday, either just after or just before. Hello, buddy. I know, I feel bad I've left you all day. He's going to get extra walks on Saturday. And so am I. I've got to make up for the exercise I missed, haven't I? Yeah, it flew over. It's literally been a blink and just gone. And this week, it's flew over in a bad way. Because I had 2 days out of work with like everything I booked off for the wedding and like the travel down and whatever. Apparently in those 2 days, everything went up the wall, plans changed, and tons of things have shifted. So I've had to like come back and brace myself with all that, which is always the worst thing about taking your annual leave. It's just, you don't know what you're coming back to every time. All the rest of the year's actually been fine, and I'm gonna just go the sandwich route for this. Let's see. What type do I want to do? It's one of those things where you just have to push it to the back of your head and try and forget it while you're off and only worry about it the night before. And just never check your emails. Thank you. My voice is just going. Because, like I said, all I've eaten is crap. And it was just a lot of, like, dry, biscuity type snacks. So my throat's just like, ah. Only had stuff that I could eat in the car. I made the mistake of, like, seeing stuff go up the wall during the ceremony. And my mood just dipped. It's like, I've got to come back to all of this kicking off. So essentially, I was like, I need a drink right now to try and forget this and pick my mood up. Because I'd spent so much time traveling down for the wedding and spent money staying there, whatever. I was like, I'm making the most of this. But I learned the lesson of don't check my emails until the night before I head back. Ghost encounter sandwich. Because I don't want sparkle and power. Really, I just want to do the decks normally. And I want to save my herber. Although apparently in the DLC you can get 2 of each herber just for free. Ghost encounter sandwich. I shouldn't even need like a ghost encounter level 3. Or can I buy one? That might be a good one. Some recipes. Recipes again. Oh my god, I mean that was risky as is. Installing work stuff on your phone, unless it's a work phone, I don't like doing it. I do have it on this, but it's all muted. It's only in case like while I'm driving around on like photo shoots or anything that I can check my emails without opening up my laptop and setting it all up. Yeah, that's just a smart decision. Ghost Humongo Power. I just want to know if I can buy a Ghost Encounter sandwich. Does not look like it. Ghost Encounter Power level 2. Any that don't require herber. That are relatively easy. Great vegetable sandwich. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, your way of trying to still feel productive and not like you're doing nothing, because that was a huge thing of work from home for me. Was trying to just feel like I wasn't just stealing a wage, pretty much. Let's check my bag for what's in this. So I need vinegar, olive oil, salt, sliced green pepper, red onion, cucumber, tomato. That all sounds like stuff that I should have. Vinegar, ooh, I have one of. Olive oil, I don't have. Oh no. Please tell me you at least like went back and watched it again. Maybe not in a cinema. Because, you know, can't risk that happened again. But watched it properly and were able to pay attention because Doctor Strange... I always love all the Doctor Strange movies. They're consistently my favourites of the Marvel series because some of them just aren't really all that fun. And yes, I'm going to have to leave to Paldea. Hey, oh my god, what? Hello everyone, how you doing? Wasn't expecting that. Hey, cheers for the follow, Apple. Yeah, I mean, cheers. It's popped in for a shorter stream, but hopefully you can see me, fingers crossed, touch every bit of wood to try and find. Oh, I forget it every time. Artisan form, Sinister, and Poltergeist. Hey, cheers for the follow, love. That was the most like British thing I think I've ever said accidentally. Usually I'm just like acting like the fake Cockney, but cheers for the follow, love. Olive oil. I think this is where olive oil is. Hey, thanks for following as well. She shash. Sorry, I will never say that name right. There's too many shashs in it. Hey, right, Kubaroo. I'm loving all the emotes, by the way. It's going well. Most of the DLC's done. It's just some last little bits of cleanup, and then hopefully I can get into, fingers crossed, editing a video together for all this. Because the notes are all over the place. And there's one... Honestly, I'm actually only bothered about one moment in it. Which is when Ruby told me to just throw one Ultra Ball. So, if you don't know... Or like... I say if you don't know, like... Oh, yeah, I'm famous, obviously. I've got a challenge where... For my living decks, I only catch Pokemon in Pokeballs. Ruby told me to throw one Ultra Ball because Okidogi wasn't staying in. That one Ultra Ball caught Okidogi, and I was happy it wasn't, because that's going to be such a funny moment in the video. I'm currently just making a...
Who has summoned THY?
Said your name 3 times, didn't I? Actually, there you go, Ruby. Like, oh, never mind. It's a name that's eluded me. Film, famous character, say the name 3 times. Oh, perfect time for you. Or slightly late as well. Do I have any salt? You'd think that would be something I add in ingredients. Oh, nice, you're building your deck from. Was it the new expansion that was released? Yeah, surprisingly no salt. Of all the sandwiches I've had to make. Okay, we're gonna go salt. Sliced green I should have. We'd like to call this sliced green pepper. I think just in the bag it is only green pepper. Ingredients. Green bell pepper. Got it. Red onion. Got it. Okay, we're looking good. Cucumber. Nailed it. And tomato. Yeah, I've got everything. Cool. We can get back to Kitakami. Oh, yeah, you're going just for like the specifics that you had left. That must... The pricing for that must rack up pretty quickly. Because I remember a housemate that I used to live with pretty much just bought a load of packs and just sat with him on his bed while he just opened it like, nice, this one's worth a bit. Keep that to the side and like sleeve it right away. Oh, you're getting nice deck boxes as well. Not just like the, what are they called? Ultra something, I forget. Oh, risking the Timu. I've still yet to give Timu a try. Because I just imagine it's like Wish. Let's see where Poltergeist spawns. No, oh, I did it again. Oh, I didn't save either. Okay, so I can't check my decks. I want that satisfying, like, well, not satisfying. It's going to get real long, real quick. Or real boring, real quick. Everything just hitting in a row, all the awards. So it looks like I'm using my phone to find Poltergeist. And I've got to go buy those ingredients again. Yeah, and so many good deals. Like, it seems like Alibaba, but with better shipping time. Sometimes. I have heard some horror stories of shipping times being like literal weeks. Let's see. Oh no. Sinisty and Poltergeist. So it's Sinister. Okay, back to Pal Day we go. Oh, do I want to bring it up? Oh, 350, that's not bad. Is it because it's more of like a recent set that you bought from? Because I think some of my friends' cards he bought were like £10–15. But they were obviously like some of the rarer pulls that he wanted for a specific deck build. Which is also the reason why I can't get into the physical collecting side when you're trying to build actual decks. Okay, fair, they're just not as rare cards. Okay, now I've got to remember what I bought. Which was nothing from there. The shop around the corner. Go around the other corner shop. And, oh, I do that every time. Walking back into the shop. That's great, to be fair. 30 quid for a deck. I don't even think you could get a starter deck for that back in the day. Yeah, but they're just the niceties. They're like the for you purchases. So let's see. So, hey, cheers for the follow, Coop. Yeah, just embrace it. Always embrace the faults, because then no one can call you out on it. I think I've said this before, but I would love to get into Pokemon card collecting if it wasn't so expensive. But when I can start saving up bits of money, it might start slowly funneling towards it. Because it's just something satisfying. I mean, it'd be like complete the binder and that's it. Probably like get a whole... I think you probably know like collector's box sort of thing, but not the collector's edition boxes. Basically just all the singles, but buy a box of them. And then maybe more singles if I don't complete the set. Because I think you need, what does it work out at on average? Like 2 boxes to complete the set. I'd be interested to see what the new kind of builds are like. Where does it spawn? Game data, there we go. Pokedex entries, don't care. Revelers Road. Oh, that's the other way. Mossfell Confluence. Oh, Magic the Gathering. Oh, I can imagine actually. Yeah, Magic the Gathering can be a money pit. Hey, no worries, Cube. Enjoy the rest of your night as well. Have a good one. Oh, that's gonna be fun. I can imagine it's similar to like the fun I get out of me and a few of my friends just working out the DLC and essentially just every little bit, like a new set or like meta comes out or something to build around. And it's like, it's a group effort of it. Because there's not many things you can do that with now, really. Or at least that I can do it with now. Where's Revelers Road? Am I going the wrong way? Kitakami Hall. Yeah, I think I'm going the wrong way. Oh, well, it's long distance, but I guess it's a good thing to catch up with. It's not like a new set releases, you know you're ready to get back talking to them. Which is actually one of the things that me and my friends essentially before I left the wedding, we made plans. No worries. we made plans. We're like, we've left it too long since we last saw each other. It needs to be at least a yearly thing that we catch up. And I was like, I have a spare room. They've got a spare room. I was like, let's just do tradesies. And not the Pokeball or the picnic. Let's just, I'll come down to see you. You come up to see me. And we'll make it at least once a year thing. Because you don't want to not see those friends when you're that close. Make a sandwich. And I think it was great. What sandwiches are looking up? I think I might actually have to go back. Go to counter sandwiches, and it was great. Great vegetable sandwich, 113, all the way down. Unstable unicorns. I've heard. Is that the same people who do like exploding kittens and that kind of thing? Have I not got everything? Have I really not got... I was sure I had tomatoes. This stream has started well. Cheers for anyone who's stuck around. Yeah, I love them. That was like on a big like group friend holiday. We'd always break out Exploding Kittens because it was such a good game to have. Whether it was like in the morning when we're just waking up, slightly hungover from the night before, or when the night got started properly and we had a little bit of a drink. Because they're meant to be party games and you can constantly replay because it's pure strategy. Like the card, obviously the cards stop being funny after a little bit. But they just think them out well enough. That just solid games. Okay, tomatoes. I've got 93 tomatoes. Oh, it wants cherry tomatoes. So technically I was right, but the game was also right in telling me I was wrong. I would actually love at some point just like grab a couple of my friends. Maybe on stream, maybe offline, whenever. And just play some of those like on Tabletop Simulator. Yeah, I've seen it a bit. I've just never actually picked up. I think my brother-in-law might actually have a copy of the game. As if it's like a digital game. He might actually have a set of the Unstable Unicorn cards. What's that? Oh, Illumaz. Okay, back into the menu and let's get this sandwich made. So 113 this time. I feel like those card games are basically like, if drinking wasn't already a social lubricant, those card games are great for social lubricant because even the quieter people get involved. Let's go sparkling. Yeah, I'd love to. Or even like, if we could all get on at some point, like in the Discord, and play a set. Because similar to like I was saying, I just love to do more group stuff and get everyone involved. Because the Discord feels like a little bit of a way setting up, as always. Oh, I forgot cherry tomatoes are terrible. Yeah, because they have time to think. They're not trying to think about what to say next. Which is the downfall of most social extroverted people. Well, however you want to call it. Yeah, exactly. Just jump on Tabletop Simulator. No, don't even need to stream screens because everyone can see it at that point. Dump the bread over there. Get the sparkler in. And I think I know what the mark looks like underneath. To be honest, if it's with you guys in like the Discord, I could even like stream bits. Bit more of that sweet viewer interaction. I see that sandwich, other than the onions, is not far off my lunch today. Because I was not eating onions makes it so hard to look for a decent salad. I should actually make that command. not moderator only. Or maybe just mod you at this point. Because I think I can trust you with it. I still don't think I fixed the command, by the way. That link may still be broken. But if it is, the link under the stream should work. Oh, Gengar's gonna be up. Gengar, Ghastly, Haunter. This is gonna be slightly more known than I thought it was. Although there are tons of Gengar. I think if you click on a mobile and it's dead, it'll just say the link's expired. So that being tested if you want. Yeah, I just forgot to swap to the most recent one. Because I don't really go on Nightbot stuff. I kind of set it up once. I still haven't implemented the crits for like the hug command and everything. Like the hug command and... No, there's nothing for Shiny. Shiny's still as it was. That sounds like a fun way to do it, to be fair. Because it's similar to when I was getting it. Ooh, 1,000. Which Pokemon was it for the Living Dex? Oh, all the forms of Fairthrough. I was like, yes, I can just go and get an Enamorous. That's definitely not shiny. I could just go and get an Enamorous and trade for all the Fairthrough forms. But it did feel satisfying. Also, that was like 12 hours per Fairthrough then. So I can imagine getting a cheaper card for the deck, or like trying to work with a lower tier one. It's similar to finding a Fairthrough that isn't worth trading an Enamorous. I know the shiny's bright pink, but the lighting was slightly off. Because that's the thing, with the way the lighting changes Pokemon, I can never be completely sure. Like, I was 90% sure it wasn't, but it looks slightly pink. Let's not have shiny paranoia, leave me alone. It happens to everyone, right? Hopefully. I'm not on my own. And this is a terrible area. I've got to go to Revolution. I'm just getting ghastly over here. Although I feel like because it's nighttime, it's just going to be the exact same. And more ghastly. How did you end up getting your artisan form, Ruby? Did you do the reset method for the outbreak, or did you do kind of what I'm doing now? Oh, Mimikyu's a waste, especially for the shadow, just because it's got no colour in it. That, Fampi, and... Oh yeah, I remember you saying. Fampi and who is it? Slowpoke are the most paranoia-inducing shinies. Whenever I'm just running around, like not even hunting for them. Okay, let's go to Reveler's Road and see if less spawn. Oh, Reveler's Road is literally across. So I imagine there's still going to be tons of Ghastly. It annoys me that the bed in the community centre doesn't let you skip like tonight and day. Or at least just skip today. It's usually the one you want to do. Oh, Tynamo. Oh, I love Tynamo, Electric, and I love Electros. I've like consciously... Wait. Oh, Beverly Road is up here. Because I just used to call them Electros and Electric. But since I realised the name had Elan, it's a conscious effort to say them right. It's so good. And I think they were the first time I noticed something like was specifically built with competitive in mind. because obviously the electric type would levitate, so they were just immune to ground. I was like, he's just indestructible. Although then I found out he doesn't have a ton of health. Yeah, like, I guess if there's cards you really like and you go for, like, I don't know, probably not. Oh. Is it the other side? Yeah, if there's specific cards you like and you've already got them, I get using the rarer versions, but if you're just building a deck that's going to be outdated by the next expansion, then, well, why spend the extra money? Yeah, it's normal. I like the fact that you can move the camera for these. First time it's specifically been useful, because I didn't, obviously, I haven't hunted the form for Sinistine Poltergeist in Scarlet Violet. Hey, how's it going, Boom? Do you have a good I popped in for the tiniest bit the other day, not too long. How'd your streams go? Oh, frame rate, please. Yeah, no worries. Okay, I'm actually starting to regret going this way to hunt them. Stream's been live for 43 minutes already. Jesus Christ, that's full over. Yeah, it's going well, just not super productive. Unless one of these two is the autism form. Sanctuary Secret Rare Divine. What is that name for a card? Yeah, that's obviously way too much for a card. Given that you said you built a deck of like 30 quid, you could buy way more than just, well, build a few budget decks. Like I say, maybe a couple non-budget decks. Yeah, just end up chatting crap for way too long and then go down tangents. Which I seem to have a skill for, apparently. You say that is actually too true. Wait, oh, even did a nice spin just to show us he wasn't the form we wanted. The way football teams will spend millions and millions on football players, like the top tier ones, but then you get the ones coming up from the academy who are apparently amazing and play the same standard, if not better. Like, well, this one was free, but this one cost millions. And cheers for the reminder. Oh, you meant football? I mean, the cards mimic real life, don't they? But yeah, I guess same with the cards. God, even though I wasn't all that into football as a kid, I still collected, like, what were they? The match attacks. Because obviously nothing's changed since I was a kid, just collector at heart. Oh, nice. See, I'm not sure if it's me. Because I've futzed with some stream settings that weren't right when I was uploading VODs. And I realised, wait, is that got a mark? I feel like I saw a little mark. Try not to run it into the petal as it moved. Yeah, I realised I was uploading the stream in 720p when my OBS reset. So hopefully uploading 1080p it hasn't just downed my frame rate. Did you ever drop frames yet? Then OBS does like to just stutter every now and again as well. So I need a new computer. I say this like every stream. I badly need a new computer. But I also need to live, so money for food in my mouth is actually nicer. I don't know enough about it to justify that, so I'm gonna trust you to justify it, to argue it. It might be. I feel like it's more because I'm streaming it. It's just stuttering on the capturing. Because I mean, the frame rate's not great for Scarlet and Violet, and it got worse in the DLC. But even then, it shouldn't have like hitches. I'm really tempted just to go back to date resetting for an outbreak. I'm not even guaranteed if I do the date reset to get the outbreak that I want. Like, it could be an outbreak of all the wrong forms. You'd think. You'd also... oh, wait. Wallet's there. I've got to try and... oh, Phantom. Damn it. I wonder... Artisan form doesn't have the same, like, safety measures as Shiny, does it? Because I wonder if I can just, like, let's go mode it to knock out the Phantom. But that's also risking knocking out a potential Artisan form. And this camera isn't going low enough, so I've got to walk it. No. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I could use the help. When Sinister's facing you, is the mark on the left or the right? Because I know it's definitely on one edge of the rim. Although I do love it when they do the spin. That's alright. It's easy enough to get a view of them, thankfully. It'd just be like the micro... It's because if I go down to near where the apple is, then a load of Ghastly and Gengar start spawning. And I just seem to be having more luck. I'm battling a tree. I seem to be having more luck spawning. What are they called? Sinister, yeah. It is awkward as hell though, because it's on the hill. Again, oh, the spin's just so helpful. A bit of the Dino Dance look would help. It's always appreciated. Oh, that would have been such a good form for Kitakami. Like Pseudo Wudo, but it's Pseudo Wood because it's bamboo. Is bamboo technically wood? I guess it is. It's a form of wood. It's still a tree. I think I'm just looking at the same force image now. Yeah, I think it's where we get into like the deep questions of what is wood, technically. If you really break it down. Is the definition of wood literally just it comes from a tree? Or is there some like scientific principle that applies to it? And this is seeming like it's gonna go for a few hours. Hey Jade, I guess good. We're just gonna be on like the long stream streak. Oh, there we go with the copy and paste. Yeah, so when it comes to it, wood is a material from tree. If you take out all of the other words that I'm not even going to try and stop pronouncing. I did kind of, yeah. In a roundabout way, but then it's what came first, chicken or the egg. Like, did we have lumber before we had wood, or did we have wood before we had lumber? Oh, another question, is lumber processed wood? Is wood like the trans fat version, or lumber the trans fat version of wood? I wish I was better at Greek. there's an ongoing joke for anyone who's Greek. It comes from the Greek word for like, and my brother's great at it. You can pick any English word and basically turn it back into its Greek origin, even if it's a fake, a fake made up origin. It sounds so real. Is wood wood or is wood wood? What's the woodiest wood of the woods? Is it your classic... Oh, hello, rain. Is it your classic oak? Is it your birch? Is a good solid pine wood what you go with? Or is the best wood at the end of the day actually just a tree? Like, surely before you cut it down, a tree is the strongest wood. Because once you start cutting it down, you're just adding weak points. And yeah, up here it still seems like the best bet for finding Sinister. It depends what time of night and how much you've had to drink. Don't think we're talking about that bit of wood yet. You already got me talking about other things last stream. Because that's actually been useful going through scripting the video to use the stream VODs. Because for the Living Decks and Alchemy stuff, I did like half on stream, half off stream. So I had to like go through my old recordings, but I could just sit there on the couch with my stream VODs and just start skipping through and getting like story points on what actually happened. If I was a smarter man, maybe I could do that. Like I said before, you embrace your faults. I know there's no chance of me being able to do that. Other side, maybe? No. Hello, Nuzleaf. Tell you what, I'm actually going to look up Sinister Artisan. Just to see what side it's on. Okay, stick on the left, mark on the right. So opposite sides, whatever it's holding the steering stick in. Which just leaves me with slightly less paranoia, but emphasis on the slightly. And this rain is actually not going to help the frame rate, is it? Yeah, it's got the stick in the hand, so the mark should be there. See, I can be more confident with it now. Just wish they'd spawn more. I think I'm gonna just kill this. Do I just leave this sandwich because it's not actually rare ingredients? And just start date skipping. That might be the shout. I might try, given that the outbreak method is an option. Like, once I'm finished with this, it's not going to be part of the video, I'll just do it like a bonus stream. Not a bonus stream, another stream. Potentially a Sunday, if I can get everything done today. The 24-hour stream, God, I wish. We'll start off with a 12-hour stream, maybe. Potentially actually around the second DLC. Like I said, depending on when it releases. Gonna reset. Yep. Because if I'm off like all the week, I don't have to worry about waking up for work or anything, or travel or whatever. So a 12-hour stream that week could be viable. Don't waste a day off on me, please. I feel so bad. I need something to launch at the doggy chewing his foot. I mean, I have tons of pigs. Just hope he doesn't eat it. Don't eat it, please. Really shouldn't have threw the small, very quickly eatable thing at him. Stop chewing your foot, bud. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Just any time to just not think is useful time, which is actually why I'm enjoying the gym at the minute, because I'm getting back in the rhythm of it. I didn't try and feed him stuff. He was chewing his foot, so I threw a plectrum at him. It was the first thing to hand. So he has a habit of, I want to say, annoyingly, obviously, like, you can't help it. It's just, it's itchy, and he wants to like lick and chew it. But he'll do it until his poor little like paw starts to bleed. So just got to keep an eye on if he breaks skin, basically. Poor little bugger can't help it. So to try and distract them half the time. Just like I was saying it's why last stream I kept having to like put my foot on his so he couldn't get to his own foot. Oh no, no. I think he's got self-conscious and he's just lying on the floor now. Fine, if I can't do it, I'll just stare at the fan. Yeah, it's relatively normal. It's just the fact that he will chew until he breaks skin that you have to keep an eye on. So if he's just licking, he's alright. But if he starts chewing, and thankfully, because of many years of selective breeding, as air passages aren't the best. He's obviously a little Frenchie. You just hear like a little, because he physically can't get the air in. He used to be a lot more aggressive when he's... That chew just disappeared after they reset. Yeah, he used to be a lot more aggressive when he'd start chewing them, but because we realised he just physically can't help doing it. You just got to be subtle with him, and he doesn't realise he's doing anything wrong. I'm also trying to be nicer with him because I left him for so long. Nope, console battery on. I generally just... It's so bad, because I've got my camera in the living room. Like, because what display have I got? The Google Hub Max is in my living room and it's got the camera in. So I just angled it down so I can see where he usually like rests on the couch. He's actually taken from like, he usually sits like on the corner bit without the backing. Oh, this is the other thing I got to, after I describe this, he's now started when I'm out taking my seat. I think one for smells and just because it's a little bit warmer in my seat, which is why it's my seat. But when I came back in, there was no lights on. Usually I'll leave a lamp on for him so if it gets dark, he's still got a bit of light, and I'll leave like the radio on for him so there's noises. So it still kind of feels like someone's there for him. At least while I'm out. But I came back in before and it was just pitch black, and that made me feel even worse. It would have been like pitch black for maybe half an hour for him. But at least he was asleep the whole time, so hopefully it didn't faze him. But that's the reason why I can't actually have a dog, just because I'm out of the house that much. Even just for work. And why I can't get my dream dog, because huskies need way more exercise than a Frenchie, and I can just about take care of a Frenchie for a couple of weeks. Yeah, no, it doesn't. I wonder if I could make it work for names. I'd have to have a look into that, because it seems like something that should be easy enough. I have a dog-friendly office. The only downside is he gets excited around new people, and it'd be the first time he'd see like what, there's 12 people in my office usually. 12 people in my office on a Friday. And also when he gets excited in like every sense of the word. So he starts like getting a bit rowdy, if you know what I mean. And I can't have that in an office. He's not a loud dog, I'll give him his due. He doesn't bark, he normally huffs if anything. That's a question mark outbreak, and I've seen every Pokemon. So could that be the artisan form? No, it is. Or is it an Oricorio outbreak? I think it's just because it's the Oricorio outbreak. And I don't have this form. Which is good to know. Okay, let's scan the region again. I don't know if there's specific areas where sinister outbreaks can happen. It definitely came up in the video, but it just didn't. I skimmed the video, trying to not like spoil myself, even though when I watched it, I'd already done the decks. And that did not reset the outbreaks. And I keep turning the console battery off. Nope. The temptation of the Yamma outbreak. Because Yamma shiny is so good. The blue Yamma. I don't actually know what colour Yammega is. But if it's an outbreak, I could probably get more than one shiny. And hear the den disappear in the background and just see that wipe off the map. But bye-bye Rockruff. I wonder if they'll reset themselves. I mean, the Rockruff is back there. We are in for a long one. Because this is not going easy. Reset. Everything's on the map. No sinister. Okay. Gonna try and get this down. Do I have this? I feel like I've got a macro for the date reset on my other controller. Which I'm tempted to try. Oh, that's Phantom. You know what? I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna get my other controller and see if the macro is still on it. Because it'll make this so much easier. Other more boring controller. All black instead of Pokeball colours. Pop the earphones back in. And it should be, I go to the home screen and press this. Oh no, it's in mode 2. It's doing something. Is it the other one? Oh, it is. It also skips the date. Which isn't ideal. But you know what? I'll take it. Because I can always put the date back for when I catch it. So basically, all I do is home button. And then this one on the back. And all the macros timed perfectly. So it'll skip the date forward one day. And bring me back to the main menu so I can press A and go in again. Really, I only have to hit OK, but if it's already set up, I'm not going to go back in and change it. And just means less things that I have to focus on, just every so often. the timing will be slightly off. Something so satisfying about that being one button press. Something not satisfying about it not updating the map though. Zoom back out and let's see what's on it. Wastecash Outbreak's interesting. This is definitely one of the better investments I made for just doing all this kind of stuff. Apple and Mimikyu. So many good outbreaks. I haven't really used the outbreak method for hunting shinies, to be fair. I think I only used it for hunting Clodsire. So I think I ended up with, I want to say 3. One of them for the team and then just 2 extra. Which should actually be in the save so I can check. Cramorant's an interesting one. I wonder if Cramorant swallows shiny Pikachu. Like if everything about it shiny. Also just gonna go check my boxes and see where the Whoopie boys. Oh, we only had one Whoopie boy. Or one Whoopie girl, I should say. Oh, and we've got Apple for the end. So yeah, that's something else. At the end, just like finish off everything, I'm going to evolve the shiny apple I found into a nice toffee apple. So it'll just be there with the shiny golden toffee apple and the golden Jimbei? Is that what it's called? Feels right. That'll be in, judging by this, another 3 hours. Pichu Noibat. Get ready for the next half an hour to be me just naming all the outbreaks I see. God, I need the water. I'm parched. I love collecting stuff, but it does not make for the most interesting streams, does it? I have played with the idea. Shiny Gengar Outbreak? Not shiny, just Gengar Outbreak, but you can get shinies from it. Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, I've played with the idea of like shiny hunting in the background and being always ready to swap to it while just playing something else. Then I just got into like, what would I classify that on? Like, what category would I do that on Twitch? Like, let's say I'm playing Mega Man, but in like the background I've just got an auto shiny hunt going, like the apple one in the tree, where I haven't got to do anything. Or just every so often doing like a picnic reset. Although that sounds like an ADHD nightmare. Again, not tested, but hopefully should probably get that tested soon. Just like shiny hunting out of one eye. Trying to read and keep up with the story in another one, and then also chat. Oh my god. My head's up the wall as it's just doing this. And if I needed a Mimikyu, I would have had one like 20 minutes ago. So satisfying. Sandshrew. Only a Sandshrew? That's all. Let's try reloading it. Only one outbreak on the yeah, there we go. Vault Bonsly. Oh, that annoys me so much. Like, I should use my electric toothbrush way more, but the amount of times I forget to put it on charge. Which is why eventually, when I do my bathroom properly, I want to get a plug put in there so I can have the charger in the bathroom as well. Munchlax Outbreak would have been so good. Although you can also get the one from Ogre Houston. which might not be a bad idea for a stream if anyone wants to jump on and play. Help people get the hard task done, or the hard mode done. It's been something I've wanted for ages, and especially because I know I need to do stuff in the bathroom. Play the Ogre Ousted minigame, which is the one where like you pop the balloons and get berries and stuff. But I can't play with you, sorry. Because the normal mode is so hard to do on your own. Like, I got up to the final round, and it was just impossible. It was hard enough to do like the penultimate round on my own, and I just about squeaked it in. But the final one, I would have had no chance doing. So never mind trying to do hard mode. Yeah, that would be an odd stream, wouldn't it? Just an IRL bathroom fixing up stream, which would just be a lot of dust. If I could teach him to do it. But there's one thing that I'm still trying to slowly teach him, which is how to ride a skateboard. Because I have enough of them. I might as well teach him to ride one of them. But I'm still having no luck. And that's partially because I think 2 of my boards are still in my mum's. Handy for God, all the puns. I didn't realise this was with this many puns for my name until I actually started streaming. Oh God, crank the pipes. Honestly, if I could get a decent setup for like an IRL stream like that, I wouldn't mind it. Because again, it's just one of those monotonous tasks that you've just got to power through. So to have someone just, or have people just chatting with you, it's the ideal situation, really. There's more than just a charge or like a plug that needs putting in the bathroom, unfortunately. I need to like... Oh God, somehow turning that into a video. That would be like an OnlyFans sort of thing, wouldn't it? Yeah, no, the bathroom needs like walls sanding down and repainting properly and sides of baths. Changing and re-siliconing around the edge. Like all the adult stuff that kids don't think about. Need to change taps out and plug holes and I'm just listing off all the reasons why I haven't even started that work. Just have someone live censoring the stream. That'd be great. That's how you know I've made it. If I have a live censor. Even if it is just like a live audio censor. Why's your forehead pixelated? Oh, it's just because he's a bit of a tit, you know, so cover all your bases. And, you know, the forehead. Bit of a knobhead, you know. I'm having no luck with these outbreaks, am I? Can't be too safe. But then it would just like go the other way, wouldn't it? It'd just be like, he's censored his forehead, but he's just topless with nips out. Don't think he's read the full terms of service. Oh, Mike, come back. That's alright, bud. You're just giving me cute side eye. You're just staring at me, but well, I know what he wants. He wants me to play with him. I'm playing games. I don't know, compared to some of the stuff I've seen on the home screen. Wouldn't be the first to be banned. And if it did, I'd fully call double standards. Because even some of the titles I've seen on Twitch's home screen are ridiculous. Like, they're not even trying to hide it. They're just like, yes, I'm doing this thing that's extremely against terms of service. Cancel me. Oh, Mario Kart game stream. Mario Kart game night would sound like a shout. And I get to flex all the extra carts and characters that I've unlocked. Although I still need to finish all the time trials to get Gold Mario. So I think that was literally the last thing I was going for in that game. Did I finish? I don't think I finished 200cc, in all honesty. Because 200cc is a different beast. Yeah, it's like the Black Mirror episode. The one with kind of the Deus Ex Machina vibes. It's like, I know all your porn preferences, so I made the perfect woman for you, so you would fall in love with her. Not saying you do, but not saying you don't. You just might have forgot to put in incognito mode one too many times. Which is not that I look up sus stuff, but it might have happened one too many times, and I'd be like, okay, all my history needs to go. God, Jesus. At one point, just stop calling people incels. And you're just like, nope, it's no. Your perfect partner. Yeah. It's like you go on Tinder and swipe through enough girls and don't do the typical guy thing of swipe every girl and then just see who likes you. It just recognizes who you've swiped. Oh, what was it? Swiped right on the most, I think that's right. Starting to realise why Tinder didn't work for me, because I just don't know how to use it. Okay, is this going to be an Oricori outbreak again? Is it? Oh no. It was a right outbreak. I do, but at this point it's just for like, it's for my ego. And the chat's over where... Okay, there we go. That's it. Wait. Oh no, it is a Sinner's Child break. And I think it is just a normal outbreak. So they show up as question marks. It's good to know. And that doesn't have the marks on a double check. Honestly, the YouTube comments are so nice. It's almost kind of annoying because I feel like I keep saying the same thing to them. Like, oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'd love it to go viral, all that kind of stuff. Like, meaning it wholeheartedly, but like, I've repeated myself so many times, I just start feeling bad. Like, it sounds so disingenuous. But at least I know I mean it, so it's fine. Someone did point out, like, my live index is sort of, what do they call it? The Andrew Tate dex. It was like, kind of, but more the War Room version. I will say, I get bigger YouTubers leaving them after a while because it does get a lot. So I think they were referencing more the fact that I only go for males, which is like Andrew Tate only going for young girls. And I was like, no, we're all the lads here. This is the War Room. Which they don't want to be associated with, but he has a little point. Or they have a little point, not going to assume. God, that frame rate coming back in then. I'd be surprised if it wasn't already. Oh! That showed up normally. Okay, hopefully this one's the right one. Just cross the river. Or run into one of these. Now the paranoia, even though no, it probably isn't. Let's check it anyway. Nope, no more. Yeah, like I was saying, the outbreaks are specifically for the farms. So hopefully this one across the river is the one I'm looking for. Although weird that the first one showed up as... Oh, for definite, because I haven't even gone to the side quest yet. Weird that the outbreak showed up as a question mark. Other side? No, no more. I'm gonna check another one just in case. Okay, I need to make note of that one. I love that about. Is that wait? Is that a blue baby Yoda? That's an amazing one. It just reminded me of that I need to update the Discord with static emotes. But we're getting close. We've had 2 sinister outbreaks so far. Oh, Dankeschön. I'm just going to check the map for the other outbreaks. I think I'm now in the right area for the outbreaks, thankfully. Yeah, and now while that resets, completely hands-free. That's so good. That's an odd connection to make. I'm not gonna lie. How does one lead to the other? Because my brain kind of went, oh, blue baby Yoda, water, I guess. Oh my god, yeah, that's... The one thing I always forget about is things need to be easily readable small. Some emotes like that on? Oh, and I realised, okay, for the hydrate emote, because I like to keep things accurate to like the Pokemon I've got / core evolved challenges, whatever, the hydrate emote actually needs to become a red Gyarados. Yeah, true. I'm only seeing it like the tiny bit on screen below. But I've got a decent bit of emote work to do. Update Charmander and make a gold Magikarp a red Gyarados. No idea, but its mouth is got to get like 5 times bigger, isn't it? It sounded more funny when I was like, oh my god, it's got to go huge. And that obviously that's the only motivation I need is like for the jokes. Do it for the bit. Oh, was that? Oh, thank god. I thought I was going to take a screenshot. I just hit the turbo button. If I keep the same glass for the Magikarp, but literally just change it so it's a Gyarados, and only have like the mouth and the emote, because I think that's all that'd fit if it didn't change any positioning. Would actually still be kind of funny. Yeah, still needs to be or I changed the glass to like a jug. Just everything scaled up. Okay, that is all up there. And honestly, I need to get back on doing the shiny Rex bits because we need to have the shiny Lulamo. We've already got the shiny Bulba. And if I'm going at this pace, it'll be a shiny, what's its name, Charmander remote by the time I finally get round to it. This is me. Honestly, this little thing is making resets so much quicker and easier. No, so it still actually counts as specific art because I have to assign the art to the emote. So I think for... What ones have I swapped? For the old Bulba emote, it still counts how many times that was used compared to the shiny one. So I think it just puts a little counter on that specific thing that I upload. Obviously, unless I delete it. No, but I'll have to click out. I'll check at the end of the stream to remind me to. Otherwise, you know me. You've seen enough streams with me. I will forget. I think for sure it is. It keeps showing me the charm emote is used a lot in other streams. Like the 1K charm, which is obviously either you or Bud, and I'd assume... You said you don't watch many other streams, so I'm assuming probably Bud. I've got a better... I'll say this for definite. Better long-term memory than I do short-term memory. Like stuff that I put effort in to remember, tons better at. Stuff that someone told me to remember this morning, I will forget by the time I fall asleep. And it's gone. Yes, I'm assuming the charm stuff, it's either me or Bud. Because I drop into other streams and use the charm emote as well. Which I only use the 1K and I could use the others. But because the 1K is actually the shiny charm colours, that's why. Now, what do we need to do? I'm just going to be resetting. Doing a use. And we've reset over a whole month. I do have to question if this is... I feel like I'm going to say this for every time I swap a method until it actually shows up. We're an hour and a half in right now. But the upside is if I do it... Oh, that disappeared. If I do it with this method, finding two of them will be really easy. And I think the rich people fetch questing actually doesn't take that long. So it'll be a quick wrap up as soon as I find them. Quick wrap up of find them, catch the forms, shove them in the decks, and then shove them in the decks, do the quest, evolve, shove them in the decks, talk to Jacques, and evolve Shiny Apple. Only Geodude? Surely there's more. Only... Oh, and Staraptor. That makes sense. Charger Bug is so tempted. Because Vic of Old Shiny is just like A star. Maybe an S tier Shiny. Welcome back. Just in time for this reset to be the one? No. And still no, just a sneezing Heracross. I'm gonna start like hitting the stages of denial in a minute. Gonna start bartering with the outbreak spawns to make some appear. Gonna go the okie dokie route again. But this time I'm literally dealing with like RNG rather than a Pokemon in front of me to stay in a ball. So it's a, what is it? An 8-bit Do Pro 2. And I've basically just got it through the app on the phone set to hold buttons and press them in a specific order. So all I have to do is go to the main, well, I'll look around the map. And obviously nothing's going to show up. Just quick. Come on. Outbreaks. Oh, cute flower break. Teal Mask. Timber. Okay. Yeah, so literally the only button to press are home. The button I've assigned to her on the back that does the macro. Because the annoying thing is with the macro, I can't actually make it press a home button. Although in an older version of the software, it would let you. But now it'll just set me back to there and I'll just press A again once it's done. And I actually started using it before, not this specific macro, but obviously a different one for releasing Pokemon when I was trying to hatch the shiny Froakie. Yeah, and I'm so good I can do it no-handed. Just have a drink. Oh look, it's done. Yeah, I had the macro set up to release Pokemon in like a whole line or... No, I think it was just one Pokemon at a time, but it saved me going like A, up, up, A, up, A, and then spam B. Or like hit B the right amount of times. Only downside is Scarlet and Violet's performance was so iffy that sometimes it wouldn't work perfectly releasing, but at least the Switch's home menu is consistently good for performance. Which now you just go through Pokemon Home and just release. I think it's 100 at a time before you got to reset, but I think it's a whole box you can do at once. But trying to get the timings down for this. If I go into the app, I'll try and tell you what this macro is. Allow. My gym app is now crashing stuff. Let's see, settings. Macros. Oh my god. So it's also got spacings in it. Trust me, when the boxes were getting full and I didn't realise how many I was hatching, it actually got up to the shiny boxes and I think I did them by hand. It wasn't out the realm of possibility. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised because the main reason I actually got the controller was to do the Academy tournament and just spam A. That was the main thing. I got it for the turbo function, not the macro. The macro just happened to be really useful. Get that, but down. Get your toy over there. Yeah, that macro is a mess. I've still actually got the release macro on there, funnily enough. So it's press down, wait, press right, wait, press A. Well, it's got a timer. Down time, A time, down time, A time, down time, A time, down time, up time, right time, A time, B time. Yeah, that's not even the whole thing. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it at all, but there's a lot of button presses. This blue thing is most dogs' favourite. I mean, it's literally ruined. It's most dogs' favourite toy. It's called a Wubber. And if you want to be a dog's best mate, get it one of them. Yeah. You can literally do whatever you want. so granular. It's amazing. Would definitely if you're looking at a new controller and you're not bothered about like it not being a pro controller or anything, definitely go for the Pro 2. But if you want to be able to customize it and have it all nice, just get a pro controller and buy shells. It's actually relatively easy to mod a pro controller. The Joy-Cons are way harder, and depending on what you're doing on the Switch, it's harder again, or maybe slightly easier. Hey, 24k. We knew we'd hit it. The question is, are you going to hit 25 by the time I find this artisan form? Yeah, I could... yeah, 100k by the end of stream. Maybe. I could justify getting the controller and everything and doing all the mods because the Switch is literally the only console I play. Maybe different when I finally get my computer upgraded or just get a new one. I was hoping it was only going to be like an hour and a half, but we've literally just passed that and I haven't even done the first thing I want to do. Because I didn't think these resets would take that long. Yeah, and like I was saying, his favourite toy is now just happily chewing away at it. And he actually knows the toy by name, funnily enough. Yeah, usually it's like a 2-hour stream, isn't it? But it's funny because I can say to Hero, like, you can go get his rope or something, but the... yeah, that is true. The toy may just not last that long. Although, to be fair, it's pretty durable. But I can tell him, like, go get your rope. Go get your ball. But he knows it. Go get his wubba. Like, WUBBA. And he will get that specific toy. Because he's a dope half the time. But then he has little smart moments like that when he knows each individual toy. Yeah, you know what you know my first thought whenever I heard that as well. Like, he's always got to go grab a wubba before he has a good time. If I zoom out and zoom in, does that reset it? I mean, I think it does, just not that time. Oh, getting... I don't know what he's barking at. There's literally no one. Hero! Yeah, but I think it's coming out soonish. I did see the other day that Rick and Morty season 7 intro is being out, or like being released. So at least you've got that to look. Well, we've got that to apprehensively look forward to see how they're gonna do it. Although I still haven't actually went and watched it because it was while I was in work and I wasn't sure what was gonna be in the intro or how weird it was gonna be. Even though me and the girl who usually sits next to me both love Rick and Morty. Like, she was catching up and I was like, whoa, what are you up to? What are you up to? She'd watch another episode the next night and come in and be like, oh my god, when I did this. Kind of like how we've been like going through Solar Opposites while you've been watching it. Like, each stream coming in like, well, like now you finally caught up. Is that just a Dunsparce? Did I miss one? Okay, zoom out, zoom in. Oh, Hound Arrow as well. It's honestly getting kind of annoying that there's sometimes only 2 mass outbreak spawns. No worries, if you need more half-decent recommendations, I'm surprised how well the One Piece adaptations went. Considering it was only like as a kid, I caught it whenever it was on TV. So clearly didn't watch them in order. It's done so well, even the effects. They just... Yeah, I've still got to go through it. It's... So what I do in the gym, because cardio isn't in my like tone-up sets, I'll usually just get on the cross trainer and put one episode of something on. It's been Pokemon recently while I've been trying to finish that. But just one episode of something. And as soon as that finishes, jump off it and do my weight or whatever I'm told to do by the magical gym app. But that was one of my shows for a good bit. I haven't listened to the soundtrack on its own. That might be a good shout for tomorrow. Because I've got some mind-numbing tasks to churn through tomorrow and work, where I can't watch something, which are the more annoying tasks. The annoying thing with the adaptation though is they're clearly not going to catch up anytime soon. Because it's just like, what, over 1,000 episodes of the anime? Which I know they condensed a few down because they've got a longer runtime. Because I actually went back to the start to see how well they did the adaptation. And even just the first episode, other than the flashback bits, I think they may come later. Like, there's, I want to say 3 or 4 in the first episode. But I'm definitely not going to go through watching the anime start to finish. Oh, don't say old sword. I only had the realization that in, like, at the end of 2025, I'm going to be 30. I was like, that's not that far away. But I love it when there's stuff like that. Like, the one thing I was surprised at my friend's wedding, considering it was so... I mean, I kind of know why it wasn't, because it's a little niche and also questionable around family. But me and my friend, one of the most vivid memories... one of the most vivid memories I have from uni with my mate, or like with both of them, because like I said, they're both friends getting married, so that was really nice. But it was walking back from the pub to the accommodation with Tenacious D blasting out phones or speakers and singing along to it. Like, it would have been so good if they would have played a Tenacious D song. But we made the most of it. The band played some songs very okayly. I had opinions, but I wasn't going to say them. I'm not going to ruin the mood. Got a good dance in with everyone at the end. Even if it was, like... They were saying it was the last song coming up. So you're like, okay, last song, last chance to have a good dance with everyone. They started playing Wonderwall, but I was like, I don't care. We're going to have a good old dance to Wonderwall. Make the most of it. End of the night. It's been a boss time. And so many of my friends were just like, but it's Wonderwall. I was like, yeah, but how often are we all together? Like, fuck your opinions. Get up and have a little dance. I'm not much of a dancer and I was up doing it. Yeah, it's just one of those go-to songs that everyone knows. Because there's songs in every band's repertoire they know, like, everyone will sing along to, or it'll get everyone up and in the mood. Like, the example I always use is, like, Mr. Brightside in a set. You know a band's trying to get everyone in the mood if Mr. Brightside comes on. Or, like, they want to sing along if they start doing Bohemian Rhapsody, but also they've got to be good to do that. Well, my other friend's wedding that I went to a while ago. Oh, and the mic dipped. Didn't realise that. They had such a good wedding playlist. Like, not a band, but the playlist had Evanescence, System of a Down. Oh, who did? Disturbed, Linkin Park. All like the heavy rock, metal, emo bands, all that kind of stuff. I mean, the bride was in a black wedding dress. Like, they fully embrace who they are. It was such a good wedding. Like, I never knew in my life I needed to be at a wedding where on the dance floor everyone was dancing to Chop Suey. And the funny thing was, it was all by request, because the DJ was like one of the family friends. Like, yeah, if they're into it, the sister was requesting all of these, and he just left it to it. Oh, it's amazing. I think I've still got recordings of it on my phone. And I don't record or take that many pictures, so for me to do it, that means it hit hard. When was this? I wonder. Oh god, this was a bit ago. 22nd of June. God, the year's flown over. I mean, the parents didn't like it, but they just embrace it because all the kids are a bit quirky. Like, I think... Now, one of them was like bright blonde, but most people were in like black and white dress for that wedding. So, like, no colours, please just dress black and white. But there was like half the people there walking around with like neon coloured hair. Sort of thing. The most colourful part of the wedding was the hair. Which is just funny. Who do you want? The one with the orange hair? What do you think, Ginger? No. We're talking borderline, like... Oh. I've actually got it. Borderline that colour. It was there. They definitely have blue lights as well. Yeah, and it was so useful because it was a lot of the... Not the groom's party, but mainly the bridal party. That had all the colours going on. So it's like, if they ever needed to find anyone, it wasn't hard. Where, in perspective, for my brother's wedding, being part of like the groom's party, try and find this person. It's like, okay, got to find the person who is slightly shorter than most of the crowd and has brown hair. Time to start swimming through. Which my manager pointed out. I was like, I guess I'll take it as a compliment. But basically she just said to me, you've been to a lot of weddings. I was like, I guess I have. Because in the last like year, just over a year for my brothers, I've been to 3, 4. And for at least maybe half of them, I've been part of the groom's party, which it's nice to not be for once when I went down for my friends. Although it was like, if you weren't so far away, you would have easily been part of the groom's party. Just a shame that I live like 300 miles away. Oh, there's a Phoebus outbreak. Oh, come on. That's such a rare outbreak. I think I'm good for weddings for a bit. Maybe one. Yeah, the purple Phoebus and the fact that my Lotil looks so good in this game. And that's a rare outbreak to spawn. No, I'm going to resist. I'm going to keep looking for the Sinister. Mainly because I've already actually got a purple Phoebus. I can actually probably get up on my phone while I'm just doing this. And I keep having to reset the spawns just in case they're not showing up. Fine, I'll deal with it. Not even your shiny. I'll show you it anyway. Drink and do this. Load up Pokemon Home on my phone. Resist the urge to do a didgeridoo noise into the bottle. That's so loud every time. Pokemon Home's still not updated from 3.1. I was sure they had an update the other day. And everything has scrolled to the end of my decks. For when it eventually loads. Or not the exact end, they're all the events. My shiny should be just before the end. Your life alarm. the it's been a dream the whole time alarm. Do you ever have the... Okay, random question. Do you ever have those dreams where you realise you're in a dream and you're like, okay, I should probably wake up at this point. Oh, he's tiny, but you can... Should be able to kind of see him. Yeah, there he is. Purple Phoebus. I mean, I have those dreams every now and again. But it depends... I almost kind of know when I've went to sleep. Like how much sleep I can still get. So if I've got tons of time, I'll make the conscious decision to stay in a dream, and it's really odd. Because even though I know I'm in a dream and it's kind of lucid at that point, I still can't do all the stuff people expect, like flying and all that sort of thing. Like, I'm just gonna jump and fly, and I think that does not work. It just becomes a bit more real for me in my dreams. It's almost kind of worse when I realise I'm dreaming. Then, because I've got a relatively good body clock, if I get that point and I know I've only got... Like, I'll put my alarm on snooze, but went like straight into a lucid dream. I'll consciously wake myself up. And it's really odd. I'm only saying that because it happened a little bit this morning. That and the fact that after I put my alarm on snooze, thankfully Hero needed to go out to like relieve himself in the garden. And he got me up at the right time. Okay, this is... And the mic keeps falling, oh my god. This might be like revealing some weird thing if you read into it. But I end up sometimes having patterns of dreams like that. Where it'll be like the same chase sequence or the same thing will happen in the dream repeatedly. Which actually helps me then... Like, they're not nightmares, because I'm never fully scared in the dream. Mainly just because the big guy... a lot of things don't actually scare me all that much, at least in my dreams, because I'm a bit too logical in my own head. So I realize I've had the same dream a couple of times, and sometimes instead of doing the whole like superpower thing, I'll almost like skip to the end or just be like, no, this isn't how the story goes. I'm just going to wait this out. I know he's going to like... You're going to run up to me and you're not going to do anything. And then I'll almost like front him. Because I've definitely had like the someone's trying to kill me dream a good few times in a row to where I've been able to realise it. That literally. But then the dream feels just as long. Even though I've realised it. Like, time doesn't go any faster. Nothing changes. I've just made the dream more boring for myself. But there's got to be something psychologically, like when you're, because it's having the same dream in a row, is what makes me go, there's some pattern my brain's forming here that should be telling. Yeah, that was almost what it was. Like, it would always get up to that point. It's only when I start to realise that it's the same dream in a pattern that it stops. But there were, like, sometimes I'd be like, oh, it's a dream again. And then I'd know if I went back to sleep, I was going to go back into that same dream. Like, still in that headspace thinking about it. So, generally just some nights, it would be like lose half an hour of sleep watching a show or like a YouTube video to try and distract myself so I wouldn't fall straight back into the dream. Yeah, we got literally a pause on pause because it'd be in the exact same spot because my brain would get so caught up on how the story was going, and it had done it enough times that it had formed like the mental connections that it knew how the story was going formatted. That's why it's dangerous for me to hit snooze, and also why I have so many alarms, which people judge me for. But again, embrace your problems. I know how to solve it. And how I solve it is I have like 10 alarms, because I'll consistently snooze it and then lose track of time that way. So for work, generally day to day, it's like 5:30, 5:35, 5:40, 5:45, 5:50, 5:55, 6 o'clock. Then I know I'm kind of waking up, so it goes 6:15, 6:30, and then if I go to bed late, I throw an extra 7 o'clock, 7:30, and 8 o'clock alarms. So it's like, it's a lot of alarms because I'll miss a few of them. Yeah, we have the same chromosome. But yeah, I consistently sleep through a load of the earlier ones, but I'm half awake at that point. So then they get more spaced out, and eventually I'll wake up on time. But here's a trick. If you start sleeping through your alarms, it's because your brain actually gets used to the sound of the alarm, and it can sort of like tune it out. So if that ever happens, just change the sound of your alarm, and it'll kick back into the being more effective. Although the one I've got on now isn't particularly effective, so just make sure it's something that is very loud as well. Obviously, very loud helps. It was... I get... Sometimes if I'm going to bed late and it's like a work night, I get scared sometimes that I won't wake up for work. Even though, like I said, my body clock's great. But I do get scared that I will just sleep through all my alarms. To where... Oh... What is it that I do? What was I about to say? Oh yeah. It's not something that I did. It's because I knew my second year of uni, I could actually... I was sleeping in an apartment next to train tracks, and the trains just didn't bother me. I could sleep through them. Big freights going by, hauling stuff, just never bothered me. I'm just a super heavy sleeper when I get into it. Which is almost why it's better for me to get a load of short sleeps if I need to be awake. Oh, the Devil May Cry song, I'm just reading the Devil May Cry song is such a good choice for an alarm. See, I wake up constantly to, you've missed 6 alarms. I'm like, thank God I set like 10. That's what I mean by I set a load to like half wake me up. My only thing is that if it's songs I like, I always end up sort of hating the alarm at some point. Like, the one that I've still sort of got PTSD was the classic iPhone alarm sound. Like, the blaring one, like, bam, bam, bam. Like, that sound, I hear it, and I almost get, like, a cold sweat. Because I think I had that for quite literally a few years. I think probably I had that until I moved off of iPhone onto... What was the first phone I moved off of iPhone to? I think it was one of the first ones I got myself, so probably the Note 4. Just because it was when the craze of big phones started coming in, I was like, ooh, phablet. Yeah, thankfully that alarm was so jarring that no one has it, but people still sometimes have my original alarm from like the Pixel. They're like, dun 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 dun. And same sort of thing, but I've realised now obviously to not leave the same alarm sound for so long. Yeah. I'll illustrate from that reaction, you know the exact tune I'm talking about. It is weird how just patterns form that it forms a deep wrinkle in your brain, basically. But it's like a bad wrinkle. Bad wrinkle in the brain. Bad wrinkle in the membrane. Okay, I am honestly thinking, the past 2 hours at this point, is this just something that I do off stream? Potentially. Okay, Sinister is going to be something I'm going to try and do off stream. But at least video wise, I'm going to try and power through the Lady in Air stuff. In the rain. Also so I can change out to this outfit. Oh no, wait. Jacques. I've got to remember where Jacques is actually. God, the graphics is so... Oh, Jacques just there. That was easier than I thought. So I want to know what he says before I actually do the long rewards thing. Keep striving towards that goal of registering 200 species in your Kitakami Pokedex. If you manage to pull it off, open up your Pokedex app and press the X button to get it certified, and then come show me. Well, let's press the X button. Wait, he said press the X button, right? Oh, open up your Pokedex. Fair enough. Fair enough. So, the Kitakami Dex. Are we ready to just power through this? We got 19 a PP up. Oh, it's going faster. 100 in a bottle cap. 110 and a razor fang. Which really is... well, you do actually get that before you see Gligar. 120 and a love ball. 130 and 5-star pieces. Prism scale for 140. Would have been useful earlier. 150 and 3 comet shards. Oh, I'll go over something in a minute. 160 and a friend ball. 170 and a Reaper cloth. 180 and a heavy ball. Hey, I knew that one. 190 and what's this? PP max. 200. It is kind of like a battle pass. That means you've encountered every single Pokemon you can find in the land of Kitakami. Exploring new places of your own, on your own 2 feet, is a real treasure to experience, isn't it? I think it deserves a special diploma in recognition of your magnificent achievement. Come find me in the tall grass and Revelers Road when you have some time. Is he on the phone to me while he's standing right in front? Pokedex completion mark has been added to your profile. As a reward for completing the Pokedex, you received a Moon Ball. And is that it? Yeah, just a megaphone in my face. That's 200 out of 200. It still says, oh, it's a Luna, still no. And now we talk to him. Oh, cutscene. Hello, Jordan. It's robbed how I start the streams. Looks like you've caught 200 kinds of Pokemon that can be found around the land of Kitakami. Looks like you've also waited a whole day to show this to me because you did it last stream. Wait, are you telling me you caught them all? Yep. Wow, a complete Kitakami Pokedex. This is great. No, you're great. No, you're great. Thanks for all your hard work. I don't think there's anything more to be done when it comes to surveying the Pokemon that live here in Kitakami. I really wish I had something to give you to commemorate all your effort. Is it going to be something I picked up from a thrift store again? Oh, I know. I'll give you this charm I got at Kitakami Hall. Oh no, it's just a souvenir. It's a limited edition souvenir they only sell there. I got the Glimmering Charm, which, as Ruby let us know, increases the Terra Shards you receive. Yep. That actually looks really cool. Have one of these mysterious Glimmering Charms increases the number of Terra Shards you receive from Terra Raid battles. Oh, and can you show me the Rotom phone for a second? Thanks to the diploma feature Director Clavel helped me with, we can celebrate your achievement in style. See, you can get a special message from the company that certifies Pokedex completion. It does, it looks kind of like, not rock candy, but that thing. Oh, that's kind of a cool one. All the masks. And then just Ogerpon just looking all cute on the left. Hereby certified that completed Kitakami Pokedex. May this great feat be celebrated by all. Take a capture, obviously. Yeah, the old Kensugi Mori style, which I love. That's why I went for it with the emotes. You may have completed this Pokedex, but that doesn't mean that your school trip has to end. I hope you keep meeting lots of new Pokemon friends around Kitakami. Trust me, we've still got a hunt for 2 more. Oh, I love seeing the trio in a row. Okay, now I've done that. One last side quest to do. Wait, is it these 2? No, it's not these 2. Lady Onair and Mr. Billy. Lady and a Mister. Oh my dear Mr. Billy and Lady Onair, where in the world are they? Oh, where in the world are you? Lady Onair said something about a place with a view at the bountiful fields of the countryside, but where is that? View of the bountiful fields of the countryside. So up here or up on the cliff? Oh, and there's the Ogre Clan, isn't there? Completely forgot about them. Hopefully if life goes right I will be. But judging by the odds of everything else, nope. I say everything else, everyone else. I'm good with money, but not quite that good. I'm guessing they're gonna be somewhere up here. Wait, this is a random spawn. And it isn't. No, that would just be too good a look. Because I can imagine that was the artisan form I've just been looking for ages. While I'm trying to find this couple. It's happened before, considering we found 2 golden shinies during this. So, that's not. Because I spent $200 doing the exact same thing in a row. Could they be on the edge of this hill? It said that overlooking the bountiful fields. That's been one of the most frustrating bits of the whole DLC. I love the fact that the scale is accurate, but the fact that the scale is accurate, I've run into so many tiny Pokemon because the grass is just so much bigger than them. Although my own worst enemy, because I did. Wait, there's a couple over there. I preached it for so long. Maybe just the end. Like I feel every so often he just like slips it in. Yeah, I preached the scale for so long and now they finally done it. It's annoying me. But I feel like this is them. And judging by the cutscene, it is. Ooh. Oh, the positive energy is positively flowing. So, okay, I clearly need to do a posh accent. I just love to buy up all this. To buy up all this Kitakami, yeah? Okay. They're that rich. That's my dearest dinner. Even whilst out in the boonies. Okay, you talk like a commoner. Even whilst out in the boonies, your ideas are still purely metropolitan. I do appreciate your willingness to speak the truth, Billy. That's why you're not a gentleman. So, my dearest dinner, however shall we waste our time and our money today? By giving it to me? How indeed? Billy, look, a commoner. They're staring at us. Throw money at them, it usually makes them go away. A commoner? Oh, hi! Oh yes, your eyes do not deceive you. That there is almost certainly a commoner. I'd know because I am. As I live and breathe, a commoner. A living, breathing commoner. Alright. We'll come back in the next DLC, don't you worry. Well, whatever do we do, Billy? Is it bad manners to us to shake the hand? Is it acceptable to ask for an autograph? I mean, from me, no. Because, you know, champion of champions and all that. Collect yourself, my dear owner. No need to rush. Look, this commoner isn't going anywhere. I just kind of go into a rambly Morty voice, pretty much. Although he's got to be a bit more, like, cocksure of himself. He's had a bit of character go through the DLC. Oh, no. My apologies. It's not every day that I come face to face with a commoner, you see. It's usually just the wait staff. Naturally, you're the president of PaneyeRewind after all. Excuse me. Yes, you commoner. I will kick your ass. Would you be so kind as to indulge me in a duel with your Pokemon? Just like I said, if you can defeat me, I will grant you riches beyond your wildest imagination. There it is. Anaya's favourite pastime. Getting beaten by little kids. Let's put it in place. Throw in the common folk a bone. I am literally a millionaire in this game. I have 2 million in my pocket. Oh, please come see me once you're ready to see a commoner. Let's just go check. Almost 2.5 million just chilling in my pocket. Let's teach her. Will you do me for riches beyond your wildest imaginations? I mean, less of a flex. I mean, they're literally wearing golden clothes. Yes, let's have a duel. High key flex. In the key of E6. Pui pui. What? Pui pui. Go get him on air. The golf club he's doing. And there the glitterati. Sus. Didn't they say like president of PaneyeRewind, not of the glitterati. And she's got a Cantonian Persian. Which actually doesn't make any sense. Like me pointing that out, considering there is only normal meow. Unless you trade. All golden shinies. She turns up with all the golden ones I've found. Like my full Sword and Shield DLC team. Volcarona, Milo Take. It's freaking golden Steelix. I think in a past life I might have been her. In a past playthrough of a completely different game. Different game, not completely different. So, this is the power of the common folk. Yeah, it's called having more than one, or more than 2 Pokemon for a start, and only needing 1. You're really something. A commoner cut above the rest. Not even defeat can eclipse your beauty in her. Jesus Christ, just marry her already. Come on, Mr. Billy. Make her miss his own air. Now listen to me, commoner. The most important thing about the money is how you use it. I can see your dress, yeah. Spend that reward on something meaningful. An investment in yourself. Steroids. That way you'll continue to sparkle with all the oil you'll put onto your oozing muscles. Even when your money is gone, you'll still have your bulging biceps. Come now, dear Billy. I think I'd quite like to see that waterfall in Paldea. From what I've heard, yes. Jumpsuits are not a woman's best friend. Well, we've only just arrived in Kitakami yet. Now we're returning home. You really are an exemplary glitterati. Wait, they're returning home, so they're going back to Paldea. I knew they would at some point. Didn't know it'd be this soon. I'm gonna see if I can get hints from the person who told me where they were in the first place. Yeah, like there's dropping trow and then there's dropping shirt. Mr. Billy and Lady O'Neill went to the famous waterfall in Area 2 of Paldea's North Province. Yeah, okay, just give me too much information. I can't zoom that far up. Area 3. Oh, excuse me. Is it this one? I think they said North Province Area 2. And I've conveniently got the shrine. Is it the shrine? The tomb? I'm going to go with shrine. Shrine sounds better. Too many things have died in this DLC. I mean, technically they're both to death, but you can have a shrine to something else. And I'm assuming they're not going to be at the top. Okay, definitely not up here. Are they going to be at the bottom of this waterfall? Just fall right down. Surely it's this one. Or not. Okay, back up we go. Oh, there they are. Found them. The gold outfits make it real easy to find. And another cutscene. It does a little bit. I think it's the holiday setting sort of thing. So this is one of the 10 sites of Paineyer that I've heard so much about. You are correct, my dear Stina. These are the Fury Falls. I think it about one because I am sort of based off it. Like, why did your voice sound like that? I had a stroke. I had expected a bit more grandiose. Oh yes. I can really feel the positive energy though. Dullness notwithstanding. As positive as ever, my dearest Anna. Not only can I feel the positive energy flowing, I dare say there's glitterati energy in the air as well. Glitterati is such an awkward word. Truly a glitterati aura fills the air with a sense of rejuvenation. Pwee. Thank you for speaking the truth as always, Billy. Your nose is as brown as ever. He is a commoner in fancy clothes, that's how I imagine him. Hold on, isn't that our dear commoner? The one from before? Your eyes do not... Oh. Do we just give him a more common accent? Do we go a bit more Scouse for him? Your eyes don't deceive you. That indeed is our dear commoner. The one from before. Could it be fate? Coincidence? Or maybe you've been drawn here by our glitterati energy? It actually hurts a little bit to do. Ooh, indeed. It is our duty as glitterati to make the dreams of the common folk a reality. By upping mortgage rates and making houses too expensive. Or more specifically, to give them fine items. Like 15 big old pearls. Now do pay attention, dear commoner. Money isn't too dissimilar from positive energy. When you're surrounded by it, it may bring you calm and stability. But you'll never be for sure whether the happiness you feel is true or not. An air, please. Such pearls of wisdom are too profound for a mere child. Come, Billy. I want to go someplace more remote. A place that is not famous or renowned or anything. Pfui. What is this pfui sound? A mere child. We've been to so many landmarks that she's tired of it. You really are exemplary, glitterati, dearest Danae. I know just a place. It's by the border between the South Province's Area 5 and Area 1. I'm telling you specifically because a lot of this region is just open fields and deserts. South Province, Area 5 and 1. Okay, Area 6, 4. Up here. Area 1. The posh one I'll thank you for. The Scouse one, that's just nature versus nature. Area 2, Area 6. Where's 5? Oh, just on the other side. Let's find this completely unremarkable place. Which is not wrong for here. Like I said, just mostly fields. I think I just need to go north. I love how the mass outbreak things are still appearing with how many that I did before. Do you reckon I'll finish this quest line Or the outbreaks will stop appearing first. I did do a fair few. I said the border between, didn't it? Northwest. Oh, is it coming to the end? Nope, never mind, there's more. That's just one of the many trainers that I haven't fought. It specifically said the border. Oh no, I've got to go south. Southwest. I want to say it's the first time I've done that, but I kind of knew it had happened. Like I said, I did the outbreak method to get my Clodsire and the other Reaper. We're gonna be... I feel like I might need to just climb the mountain. Or maybe they may... No, they said somewhere boring. They wouldn't go up the mountain, would they? Ooh, give me that. Would they go up there? I'm gonna test it just in case. They said the border. Which, I know she's rich and she's probably been to a load of places. But it's only just clocked onto her. Yeah, just take me somewhere boring. She owns... Oh, I think we're actually coming to the end. I finally got the money off her. Jesus, she gave 17 grand. Now if I could rematch her with the amulet coin. Okay, they're not up here, but they gotta give me a go. Okay, map. Which way? North, south, east, west, where? Go south? I think? Let's wait to fall a bit. So there's somewhere completely boring. Which, it's bad that I can't narrow that down. Yeah, I spent more than that raising Greninja. Like, quite literally, it was 300k to raise Greninja. Which, I guess, if you convert that, like... If Pokédollars are basically yen, and you do the rough translation of, like, just decimalize it, that's only 1,700? Or no? 170 maybe? Yeah, I mean, I kind of know the reward for doing this. Annoyingly, because it was one of the couple of things that got spoiled for me. She will look like the commoner by the end. Where is Area 1? And then if we go left. No worries. I might be back before I find them. Oh, cheers. Good point. Let's see, I found a mass outbreak aside up. Okay. I think I just need to go north-south until I find the border. Unless by the ruins. They've got to be by some landmark, although this definitely isn't the border at this point. And that is... Oh, that called me. So where is this border? It's a border literally like the cliff edge. Are they going to be up there? And I've just made the wrong decision to come down. I think that might actually be right. Yep, the border is literally the cliff edge. So if I just run all along here, in theory I should find them. Gonna check up here and then gonna check down there. Where is the most boring place up here? Okay, can we go? It'd be ironic if they just end up like by the shrine. Let's say close to this. I think this was actually... No, I think it was a similar spot that I found. Rupa. And I just drifted into a hobbit. Hobbit. I'm gonna leave that gimme go. I shouldn't have to rack my brain this much for something boring. It's choice paralysis. Okay, I'm quite literally in the town now. Welcome back. I'm still looking for the two. Like I said a couple times, trying to find a boring place harder than you think. Apparently somewhere along this border, unless I read the text wrong. And if I could stop running into small Pokemon. They're nowhere in view. I mean, I can see that gimme go in the background, at least. The background? Background. Got vocal dyslexia, apparently. It shouldn't have. The battle music may be louder, if anything. Like that hasn't happened. Literally nothing changed. Do I have to fly back to Kitakami? Mayhaps I do. Because if I mixed up the North and South province for where they're at. And I'm also gonna pick these up. Just in case I ever want another gimme. Not gimme gold. Goldengo. Wait, will it tell me I'm on map? Nope. Nope. Border between these two, so I'd assume it was going to be along here, but they're not. I specifically said 5 and 1, and 5 and 1 are next to each other. can tell he's getting tired. That's the time, like, I want to go to bed. Sort of hope. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, I hate my stubbornness. The fact that I don't want to fly back, but I genuinely feel like they're not here. I think yeah, 23.4 sounds right. Oh my god, I found them. Okay, stubbornness paid off. This is not the border. Ooh. What an utterly dull place. What was clicking on? You've been waiting for. Hey, buddy. What an utterly dull place. Not a thing worth seeing. In a minute. It's just what I wanted. Thank you, Billy. Wonderful. Nothing brings me more joy than making you happy, dearest Danae. Perhaps I should buy up all this land and start some kind of business here. Can you see his ears in the camera? Oh, why if it isn't our dear commoner. Your eyes do not deceive you. Oh, your eyes don't deceive you. That is indeed our dear commoner. You really have a way of drawing people to you with your charm and personality, dearest Danae. Ooh, I won't say you're wrong. It is our duty's glitterati to make the dreams of the common folk a reality. Or more specifically, to give them fine items, in return to distract them with the fact that there'll never be homeowners in their generation. They'll have to pass down their wealth in the hopes that their children may be able to buy a home one day, all to their own, and they'll be renters for the rest of their life, living in my buildings. Here's 50 nuggets. That's your first 2 months rent. It's the one thing Pokemon's been missing for a while. Now, do pay attention, dear commoner. You would do well to search for the riches in areas where there appears to be nothing of value at all. Possibilities are as vast as the ocean, no matter where you go. Striking your way to the pickaxe to rock, losing nuggets of wisdom to the common stone. Come now, Billy. I have a major craving for fruit. Only the land of Kitakami can provide. Oh my god, gold nuggets are so good. I never actually had them in the house, but it was always the cereal I'd have in a friend's house. Pfui. No sooner did we depart than we shall return. You really are an exemplary glitterati, my dearest Danae. Those Kitakami apples make the best apple juice, you know. I'll whip some up for you. Okay. 3 places they can be, and one of them, they were already there. Oh my god, the adverts were so good. Like, I don't know if they held up. Buddy. In a minute. I think I'm almost done, I hope. I hope. Okay. They're either... Zoom, please. They're either in the Apple Hills, which is where I found them. By the candy apple one. Well, he's actually got his toy in his mouth whenever he does that. Or they're up here. Let's try the Apple Hills first. So we're overlooking an orchard, which is by here. This is why I think it's the least. Oh, I could actually do with a coffee, you know. So hopefully they're by the orchard. I think, oh. Yeah, because coffee doesn't really touch me for keeping me awake. It just gives me energy if I need it. But it doesn't, like, my heart rate. Okay, I'm going to do a test. Just because I want to know. I haven't had coffee for a bit. And it's not going to be an accurate test in the slightest. I'm going to go on my Fit app and do the whole, like, finger over the camera sensor test. See what it's at. And just for reference before this, with a coffee in my system, my heart rate was 54. And obviously just trying to keep it calm. Okay. Being on streams pumped it up a bit. It's at 66. But with a coffee in me, it's a 65. 64. 69! 69! Let's try it again. That one did feel a bit off. And calm. Okay, that one was actually 59, just for proof. Considering when I'm in work and I've got a coffee in my system, it's at 54. That was probably the most intriguing bit. I thought it was yellow top. I can usually get it, like, if I focus, I can get it to actual resting. But I can't, like, there's still a little bit out of my control, but I am good at calming myself down. Which is why some people in my life say I may be too relaxed. And my cousin said, like, after the age of, like, oh, here they are. After the age of 14, I basically just turned up and he was like, you just seem like a stoner. Because I was just relaxed after that point, apparently. I wasn't like a hyperactive kid. Hyperactive, running around the place, stoner. But anyway, ooh. Look, Billy, what a wonderful little garden. It's honestly, it's a reason why I don't actually burn that much and why I can't actually eat a lot of food. Because my heart rate doesn't get all that high or all that active. And I do a lot of cardio, so that's probably why. So it's working. But because my heart isn't like constantly pumping and working, I don't burn that much on like my maintenance calories. Though this may look like a small garden to you, dearest in air, it is in fact a full orchard. Come now, this? An orchard? You must be joking. I've never seen one so humble. Thank you for the correction, Billy. No trouble at all. The ways of the commoner are shrouded in mystery. Hey, cheers for the follow, BVB. You came right at the interesting point of accents. Honestly, I'm hoping maybe the next game, because there's been some people been crying out for, and like I said, I cried out for Pokemon being proper scale, and we've finally got in like the last 2 games. So hopefully the next one, maybe the one after. Ah, commoners, such compelling creatures. They always manage to get my heart racing. They've got a good dynamic, and I like the fact that he's Scouse. Purely by my choice. Speaking of commoners, isn't that the one we keep running into? Yeah, for sure. Especially with Piers. Piers was the one where it stood out way too much. You're right. Your eyes do not deceive you. It's a commoner we keep running into. Commoner. I wish to know more about you, to become more familiar with you. Don't get too familiar. Kieran tried, but we're just friends. It's all platonic. With that in mind, would you do me the honour of having another duel? There it is. An heir's favourite pastime. Getting to know others through battle. Do let me know when you're ready to duel, dear commoner. Now, let's do it. I haven't even healed since the last one. When Kieran got a bit too possessive, that's when I was like, nah, I'm out. And even as family knew, when they're like, you've got a friend, it's like, oh, he does this to people and they know. A duel with yours truly. Do you accept? I, Anna, the president of PaneyeRewind, will crush you, commoner. Phui. Go get him in there. Kick his head in. Oh, music skip. And there's the battle. There we go. Fight in there, but later. Oh yeah, I should have rolled in the shiny one. Wait. Maybe. I'll see how far it goes. If she challenges me to another one, I'll start it with the shiny one. With a different shiny, I should preface. The shiny apple we got before the DLC released. How she only got a Persian? Oh, no, I mean, hopefully it's like that's the last date and they arrive a bit early for you. Like, fingers crossed. Oh yeah, but I want to launch a shiny green apple at it. A shiny Granny Smith. Confound it. I guess this makes me a loser, Artie. I'm going to make you poor by the time you keep losing to me. 17k at a time. I've lost again. Just what kind of commoner are you, really? One with 2.5 million in my pocket. Say, Billy, do all commoners have Pokemon this strong? Or is this one special? Okay, how are they making this connection? Yeah, I get. Well, she doesn't see her parents a lot. It doesn't seem like these two are together. The careers are different. I think it's just the fact that she doesn't see them a lot. But I'm with you. I don't see it. And that commoner must have something only a select few commoners possess. Is it maybe the 6 shiny Pokemon on his team? I believe they call it Gumption. Gumption? Oh yes. I've heard of this, yes. The commoners say it's the one thing no Glitterati could ever possess. However, Billy, I do believe the word is Gumption. Oh wait, gone full Hermione there. A commoner with gumption. Saying it wrong. Brilliant. As eye-catching as a pearl stream. It's no wonder I couldn't best you. Speaking of pearls, I'd quite like to spend some time by the waterside. Come, Billy. Let's make our way to the biggest body of water in all of Paldea this instant. Oh, that'd be great. Like if they were somehow related to what's her name? Gita. Or if Gita was part of it. Like the head of the Glitterati had a Glamora called Glimmerati. Pwee. Your curiosity can be piqued at a moment's notice. You really are exemplary, Glitterati. Dearest Tenaye. Nothing washes away the weariness of battle like a little R&R on the island shore. Island shore. Middle of Lag Lake. Forgot the name, it's been a bit. In the middle of Castle Royal Lake. Honestly, I think most things are actually better than the expensive stuff. Like, just, even if I get, like, the protein little puddings, better than some of the terrible, and I know it's very, like, gym bro, like, oh, but protein puddings. But no, some of them are terrible. Those ones actually have flavour, they're not just, like, a watery mess. I don't even actually know most stuff from Aldi stuff because it is actually the shop I use the most. Although generally just I can't really digest cheese well. And apparently recently can't do gluten, so pizza's almost kind of off limits. Wait, okay. Do I want to? Yeah, why not? I want to say about 18 years of my life. Yeah, pretty much. Like, I love it so much, but I've got to be ready for the consequences if I have it. Wait. Oh no. At a glance that looked good. But yeah, for about 18 years of my life, I'd never actually ate pizza roll, and I actively thought that I hated it. Oh yeah, the cheap fizzy stuff is almost indistinguishable from, like, I mean, I have diet drinks as well. Like, at least from, as far as I know, indistinguishable from the diet drinks. But yeah, for 18 years, actively thought I hated pizza. Partially because my nan made me sit there with a mushroom pizza when I was like, I want to say 4, maybe 5. And just forced me to take at least one bite of a mushroom pizza. I sat there for 2 hours because I was that stubborn until she won. And she was the only woman that actually out-stubborned me. Which is why I respect my nan so much. Well, her and my mum. But they're obviously where I get it from. And then after that point I was just like, nope, I don't eat pizza. I don't like pizza. Then when I was 18, I think I had a meat feast pizza at some point because it was like the only food. I was starving. I was like, fine, it's a lot of meat and cheese and all that. Blew my little mind. It is a very British thing, and it gets a lot worse when you mix in Irish and Greek. Like, two of maybe the most stubborn cultures, at least I've found so far. Oh, almost ran into Dondozo. So it isn't the big island. Dondozo just coming up from the depths all around me. Not on the small island. Not on the big island. Are they actually going to be around the shore? They had to use the big lake, didn't they? Although I feel like... Oh, see? That gets me. Like, what is it? Not a cheese toasty. Oh yeah, a ham and cheese toasty is so good. And tuna melts are so good. It just has to be a day where I'm alone because I might be slightly lactose intolerant. That's all I'm going to say about when I eat cheese. Again, not actually diagnosed on that front because I think you can get diagnosed with that. Okay, I don't want major hints. I'm just going to ask north or south. Or no, north, south, or an island. I'll split it down to 3. Oh, sorry, bud. Just kicked him in the face because he's under my chair. So I put my leg down. Okay, it's on an island. At least narrows it down. Because they said island shore, so I at least thought that. And they seem to at least spawn from a half decent time away. Time away distance. At least with the island hint, it might narrow it down from 50 minutes. Especially if I fly over them. Oh, okay. These are reminding me. Because I haven't even actually thinking about this scripted. The redemption video. Yeah, it's actually something my manager said because she's like way more gluten intolerant than me, like almost celiac but not as severe. And she says basically she microdoses herself with gluten every day. One, because stuff with gluten is so good, but also for that kind of reason is she wants to maybe eventually be able to build up a tolerance. And if she only has a little bit, it doesn't have like severe adverse effects. Okay, so is it gonna be this? Is it gonna be one of the small ones over here then? Or is it, wait. I do have... Oh, there they are, thank God. This is... Okay, the hot chocolate thing is a good point. Because I do love me some milk. But since I've been having like milk alternatives, just for the sake of... I don't actually know when it started. It's actually for no sake. I had a reason and now I forgot it. They seem comfy, but just not my type of clothes. Clothes? Comfort clothes, I guess? They are still clothes. Oh. Look, Billy. Look at this puddle. Nice. This is no puddle, my dear Stinner. Okay, how'd you get a massive lake and think it's a puddle? This is no puddle, my dear Stinner. This is the famed Casa Royal Lake. The largest lake in Paldea. You're telling me this is the lake? Surely it can't be more than a pond. I'm starting to think she's less rich and more just uneducated. Say, Billy, what's the difference between a lake and a pond anyway? It's a good question other than size. Yeah, the Pacific is actually just here infinity pool. I miss that. Don't tend to clutter our heads with such trivial common knowledge. We're all idiots, but we're rich. I had to stop learning a long time ago. Why, it's the commoner we always see around. Maybe we should stop telling him where we're going. And stop giving him free shit. You're right. You're right. Your eyes don't deceive you. It's the commoner we always see around. Weak bladderfuck. Just stop drinking. This is solve your issue. Which reminds me. While we have you, dear commoner, do tell, what exactly is the difference between a pond and a lake? The size? Of course. Most impressive. You're as well versed in common knowledge as I'd hoped. It's called common sense. It's our duty as glitterati to recommend the kindness we are given. Or more specifically, to return our kindness with fine items. Like 10 pearl strings. I hold these 10 pearl strings somewhere Because this onesie doesn't have any pockets. Now do pay attention, dear commoner. Happiness is like a body of water. It can be a puddle, a pond, or even a lake. It all depends on how you think about it. True, but the metaphor was wrong. That's my dearest in here. Taking the knowledge someone just taught you and putting it on display right in front of them. It's called exhibitionism. Again, I'll just point out, none of them have pockets. What crevices are they keeping these items in? Come now, Billy. I like to scale a lofty mountain with pure white snow. As pure and lofty as the ideals of our company. Your deck attracts pedos. Okay. Oh. I don't want to know. I'll be completely honest. Pfui. It's true that PaneyeRewind has the purest, loftiest ideals. Dearest in air, you truly are an exemplary glitterati. A PG stream. When was this ever a PG stream? Like, I have my moments at best. Do I wanna look at this? Yes. Oh, and apparently I've just hit 90,000 views on the YouTube channel. Okay, yeah, I get it. I see what you mean now. Now, let's go enjoy some gelato while watching Ice Cream Pokemon frolic atop a snowy mountain. It's almost 12 o'clock. Jeez, just random thing. I feel like that's a plot to some kind of like anime that I've forgotten over time. Oh, okay. That's what I was gonna do. I was like, how do cards attract pedos? No, literally the monster lore. It's all making sense, both in lore and in canon. You literally just saw everything stitched together in my head. Paneye's highest peak. Clearly here. Collecting gear. They said the snowiest bit. Hey, if it works and it's cheap. That also makes sense why it attracts the worst players. Yeah, because that was literally my only guess. They literally said like the highest peak, unless it's Montenevera. Like, I would have thought they would have been up here. Oh, okay. I always forget which one. It follows a river. I like how we've struck this nice balance of, you know, I don't want spoilers, just like slight hints. And you seem to nail it perfectly. Wait. Didn't they say they wanted to scale the peaks or just see it? This is a bit of dumb I'm being told because I've half forgot what they said. Oh, see it? Okay. Just follow the river down. It actually makes sense that they wouldn't go to the peak considering they're wearing like nothing. He's got just like a golden gi on and she's wearing just a onesie. But not even the snug kind. I mean, now I've got to check. Okay, so not that river. No worries, and enjoy the rest. Thankfully we are near the end, so hopefully I can jump off as well soon. Although I'm enjoying this quest line a bit more than I thought I would. Okay, no shoes. Makes more sense. There are too many rivers. Okay. Do I want to just give up? Because the mountain's big. Little footies. Are they little footies with little tooties? Oh, I was. I just didn't pay enough attention. Okay. With renewed confidence. I'm not going to fly this time. Yeah, I thought because he mentioned the sweet, sweet white stuff. And not the sniffy white stuff. What are you? I don't know what he thinks is there. God, the frame rate's horrendous. They're just speed down either side. That may be the best way to check. Ah, not sticky white stuff this time, sniffy white stuff. We call it party powder. He's like, I want to see the things that are usually on the desk in my office. Take me to the big pile of white first. The big pile of white stuff. Sure thing, innit? I've got a fella. You'll get you the biggest pile of white stuff you could ever need. By the end of this, you'll have no septum to speak of. Okay, gonna go down the side and then loop back up the other side. Isn't snow, it's all terrestrial energy. The great treasure of Area Zero is actually just the cocaine production plant in the middle. And the mountain's just its repository. I thought that was what I said, but I am also very tired. Which I feel like is a theme. At some point I do need to start streaming earlier so I don't get to this point where I forget what I've said like 2 seconds ago. I also actually just need to get more sleep in general. But we're almost done. Hopefully. I just gotta find this stupid couple of people so I can get my fancy clothes. Might be, are they just at the top of the river? I'm getting kind of bored of looking at Pterodon's ass. Oh, I thought that was them, it was just two sided. Feel like I'm going insane. I'm quite literally swimming upstream. I don't know how. Okay. At the top. Am I too close to the river? Is that why? Do I need to stray a bit further? What? Oh, was that the OTS? You said your delivery was the 27th. They're gonna be over here? 'Cause it seems like a nice little platform. They don't seem to be on it. Alright, so yeah, even if it comes early, not much of a chance. Because if it's to come a day early or like a couple days early, that's possible. Not quite a good few days earlier. Because it's after to come before the 24th, which is 2 days earlier already. It's a shame. Yeah, you just have to stick with the structure deck. Which I'd assume people would have counters for. Anyway, it's to be fair, 3 copies. As long as it's fun at the end of the day, I guess. And then next time you can test it out. I mean, that's commitment. But I've heard of people doing that. Where are they? Oh, right. The more you know. Yeah, you want to like up your... I know the rough idea of it is you want to up your odds of like what cards you draw and that sort of thing. Well, some need multiple of certain card for strategies to work, and it's all about being able to draw and that kind of thing. I know some concepts purely from my brother-in-law being into like the actual playing of card games, and it's like I just like to collect the pretty pictures. See, the thing is, he doesn't really play Yu-Gi-Oh or anything. He loves just picking up new games is his problem. Like, I say his problem. He has fun doing it, so don't want to yuck his yum. What were the last couple of games? We played the Digimon card game, which was actually pretty fun. And I've got one of the Dragon Ball Z starter decks that he gave me. But I don't think we've had a chance to play that yet. To be fair, he also has too many hobbies that he doesn't know what to do. It's between that and like painting models and doing painting, doing normal paintings, making t-shirts and designs. Yeah, I can imagine, because one, everyone knows what's in them, but two, as far as I know, they're made as learning decks. Which is why we use the Digimon ones, because we're like, we'll learn the game, and they actually got pretty close, but then it was so different when I played it on Tabletop Simulator with my friend, and we had like actual built decks. Really, one of the best was a structure deck. Good to know, but I can imagine they got expensive once people figured that out. Really? Oh. Well. I mean, I doubt I could ever get... Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I was going to take a guess and be like, yeah, power creep. Okay, can you point me out my misery and like give me another clue, please? I feel like I've searched a good few places. Okay. Yep, that's fair enough. If I get to the point, it'll be like, where is it? And then I should just use Cerebi. And I typed in, use Cerebi. God help me. Please. Cerebi Glitterati. Thank God it autofills. Where the hell is that? To the northwest of the river hitting the North Province. Yeah, close enough. Northwest of the North River hitting the North Province. Yeah, it's still, in the grand scheme of time, you're close. Especially considering 2016 is, it was still a good few years ago. Northwest of the North River. North Province. And I know roughly what I'm looking for area wise now. And I'm just going to keep reiterating this like it's a freaking puzzle. Northwest of the North area. In the North Glacier Mountain. To the northwest of the river hitting the North Province. Northwest, I'm going northeast, what's wrong with me? That's my first issue. Then my left from my right to my east from my west. Then look for something similar. If this is just me, I wouldn't mind, but I feel like I need to speed through it a little bit. I feel like that's the nature of a lot of competitive games. Like, once something's good, people vehemently figure out how to counter it, and then it just dips because people then want. What was that noise? People learn that tactic then, and then start to realize all the other ways to counter it. Kind of like VGC. And like Wolfclick's video about how he had his secret team that no one knew how to beat, and then it got leaked, and then everyone knew how to counter it. Yeah, with this sport, I can imagine it get better, but at the end of the day, it's probably like similar concept, I imagine. You're probably shooting for the same outcome, just with slightly updated cards. I guess with decks, yeah, it's not a matter of countering it, it's just knowing how it works. Oh, and oh, sorry, yeah, the power creep you mentioned. Like the famous one of like Dark Magician used to be like super powerful. Now 2,500 really isn't much. I mean, even by the end of like the anime arcs I was watching with like Slifer, I think on average you probably got around like, it's still something, but it's not like near top end. I can imagine it's still like tribute summon. Oh, and the no effect, yeah. Okay, someone's got to have a better guard. Let's take Cerebi out of it. Glitterati Teal Mask. Oh! But then, yeah, I imagine the effect makes it creep very quickly. This is what we like to see. There? So just kind of head north from here. I should eventually see them. Whoever decided this is how it should end is the worst. Yeah, okay, so is that the one that you needed the 3 decks for then? Is it that card? Or is that one that hasn't come? Yeah, it's near the end. I just saw that. There's one more after it. I didn't look up where it was. Thank God it's easier. I had the map. And they're out there. There they are. Okay, at least there's a decent chunk of the deck that you got from them. Ooh. A world of silvery white as far as the eye can see. Truly a view worthy of a glitterati. Sure is. And the cold is no match for these clothes you prepared for me, dearest Danae. I really wish you would have gave me a t-shirt though, cause, oh, this is a deep V. Of course, they're made of the highest quality materials by the highest quality brand after all. There wasn't much of the material though. So, yeah. I feel sorry for people who climb this mountain in anything less. Cause Jesus, I'm not wearing much as it is and it was hard. The text box is covering his feet. Wait. Can it be as our dearest commoner returned to us once more? He does have no shoes. Oh, God bless him. He's going to have frostbite. He's going down the mountain with nubbins. You're right. Your eyes do not deceive you. Our dearest commoner has returned to see us once more. Look, dearest Danae. Look at how thin the material on our dearest commoner's clothes is. Oh my. Oh my. He suddenly went George Takei. Oh my. That's awfully flimsy, isn't it? Say, Billy, do you suppose commoners have an easier time dealing with the cold? You know, because they can't pay for gas and electricity in this economy. God forbid they turn the heating on. I'm not sure, but I've heard that commoners say we glitterati line our pockets with money. Perhaps that means the high quality of our clothing is unusual to them. If all commoners dress like our dearest one here, then they must simply be used to the cold. Never mind. Billy, you're a true erudite. I think that's right. For this, I shall grant you the Golden Air Award. I'm losing the voice. Fuck yes. It's our duty as a glitterati to lend a hand to the struggling common folk. In that spirit, I grant you these fine items. Hang in there and tough out the cold. 10 nuggets. I can't eat those nuggets. Now listen carefully, dear commoner. You may have heard the saying, cold hands, warm heart. Don't be fooled. It's a load of hogwash. You must never ever forget that. No, just dropping it now. That's my dearest Danae. Your aphorisms have become more off the cuff by the day. Also, just more false in general. Come now, Billy. It's about time our reprieve came to a close. I want to finish it with a look down at the centermost point of Paltair. Oh, that's going to be way easier. Pfft, even the most extraordinary places are only worthy of being looked down upon by you. You really are an exemplary glitterati in there. We probably can't get into the Great Crater, but let's make a request to the League just in case. Well, I know where I'm going. It's a way smaller area this time. 0 gate. Please tell me the League says no to them and you get humbled. Or did he actually get in? Well, they're not there. Just put the wrong thing. Time to climb up. Are they going to be in here? Or am I actually going to have to meet them at 0 gate? I'm not going to be allowed. I mean, I can walk out here. I'm going down a lift, apparently. Okay, well, they're not in this bit. And I did actually realise I could get back to this bit. So I'm guessing they're gonna be at just the entrance. Hello, no, it's not where it was. Just zip me back to the teleporter. I'm gonna give this one a second. I'm just checking the places that are gonna be the most awkward to get back to. Look down on the Great Crater. Be the most awkward to get back up here, to be honest. Although I know there are paths in some places. Unless they won't be up at the peak, will they? You know what? I can fly there. Let's go check the peak. Because technically it is a place that looks down at the highest point. They're already looking at the mountain. No, it's not here. Okay. Because they won't be allowed in. Okay, maybe a little hint. Wait. Did they actually get in? Is the question. Let's go to the entrance. Because something about it makes me think they've gone in. Because they said they'd at least ask. Doesn't look like it so far. There it was, I couldn't turn around, so I just jumped at it in the hopes that it bounced me off. Yeah, just give me a hint. I'm a tired boy, I need hint. And this should be an easy one, like you said. So they're not in here. Yeah, I thought as much, but I thought at least the entrance would have been a try. Especially because the only way in is to jump in on friggin' Caridon. Look down upon. Okay, some thoughts are trickling through. It's just making me think of Team Starbases. But I've seen none of those look down. Commoners. I'm gonna follow what they said, but I'm gonna let thoughts trickle through. They said they'd go ask the league, maybe? Which they won't be in the league for obvious reasons. Yeah, sure. Actually need to get a decent night's sleep at some point. I'm accepting. This was going to be one of my last guesses. Because I knew there were like paths along the wall. It was one of my guesses. Which I think from this point it actually goes the other way. Because there's not much of a path up here. This is one of the things I actually did when I got bored. Was just try and make my way around the whole Great Crater. Where's the highest point of it? It's actually over there. There's a couple high points. Oh, rounding up. Or do I just say because I give up on the other one? I get to look up this one and go to bed. Because that is real tempting. I'm going to say yes. Oh, I was right. I thought it'd be near one of the major points on the map. It's quite literally right. Because as far as I know, the only bit of a path that properly runs round is behind the school to the league. That's about as far as I looked. I didn't look for specific details. But they want to look down, so they'll probably still be at the high point. Oh, you're Magnezone. Although, dude, I am second guessing. Nope, never mind. Up we go. Can't wait to turn up to work tomorrow and be like, oh, why are you so tired? I was looking for a rich couple up a mountain. And I found them. Okay. So this is the very crater of Paldea. What an enormous crater. That's exactly right, dearest Tenaye. This right here is a great crater of Paldea. It seems we have a new adventure to quench my wanderlust, Billy. Come, let's begin our descent. We mustn't, dearest Tenaye. Entering the crater is strictly forbidden. I petitioned the League for access, but to no avail. I beg your pardon? They won't even let a glitterati enter? They won't even let a glitterati enter. But this is to be the conclusion to our retreat. And we've been as good as gold, and better. I never imagined there would be something in this world off limits to a glitterati. I mean, I can push you in. Just saying. And why, it's that commoner. We can't seem to get enough of us. You're right. Your eyes do not deceive you. It's that commoner who can't get enough of us. Now only just realising he is a bit of a parrot. Say, dear commoner, have you entered the Great Crater before, perchance? Yep. Not quite the commoner they thought. Rags to riches. This commoner's had the fortune to enter the crater, but the glitterati have not. Again, I could push you. You'd be in there. You'd spend your last moments in there. Well then, things we have no choice but to do. There is Anae's favourite pastime challenging us to a duel like a thunderbolt from the blue. Don't know what that accent was then. But this really isn't the place for a battle. Let's head back down. I realised he was a corporate suck-up. I didn't realise he was quite literally just mimicking what she said. Like, I knew his brand was right from the start. Oh, do inform me when you're ready to duel, commoner. Go for it. Oh, I forgot. You know what? Yeah. I was going to say, I forgot Applin, but he's not a dipple, it's fine. I know, the president of PaneyeRewind will crush you, commoner. Come on, one last time with the occasion. Or an Arb Oliver. Is she actually going to have a team of 6? I mean, she's moving up in the world. She's got 2. She's ice cream. The real flex on her would have been if I came in with hair team but shiny. And no, I won't swap. So I've already got a shiny Smolov. I just have to find a Meowth. And she got lucky with Fake Out. What? What level is it? 69? Okay, got lucky. Because it knocked it out in one hit last time. It was hit one time. Even held up the right amount of fingers. Or whatever Greninja just got. Oh, I've been absolutely trounced. Here's 35 grand. You know, I've had time to calm down. And I think I finally get it now. Literati, commoners. In the end, we're all just people. There's nothing separating us except a massive wage gap and a cost of living crisis. Why did it take me so long to realize something so simple? I'm so embarrassed. I wish I could crawl under a rock and hide, or be pushed into a great crater and die. I could literally crawl under a rock, of course. But you know what I mean. But you could literally push me into the crater. Oh no. Oh no. You were following us around to teach us that, weren't you? I guess. As expected. I'm not sure I even asked. I can't express my appreciation enough, but I hope that these fine items can suffice. I think 25, yep. And a glitterati case. Now then, Billy, I feel as though I've grown as a person during this trip. Starting tomorrow, I'm turning over a new leaf. I'll resume my work as CEO, holding nothing back. So you were just actually unemployed up until now. Stop and dump her over there. Learning from your failures like a pro. You really are an exemplary glitterati. Now, I keep confusing when it swapped over. Now, since you've taught us a little something, I'll teach you a little something. And then the oh no emote. Makes sense. The thing he's not actually allowed to. Right then, adios. Curious now. Okay, glitterati case isn't a key item, so I'm assuming it is. Wait. Let it load. Let it cook. Let it cook. There we go. That's a festival Jinbei. Sure, it's not clothes either, apparently. Let's just see where I've got new items. Because I didn't see what pocket it was put in. Tree scarf, I forgot where I got it. Oh, it's a phone case. Ah. I mean, if it's bright gold, you know what I've got to do. I believe it literally is just a case. Yes, I've literally just changed the phone case. And then... Oh, it is just gold. Okay, we're getting to being a golden boy. But that is definitely where I'm done for tonight. It's 12:30. I've been streaming for almost 4 hours. But I think that it only leaves us with... Let's also play some music. It only leaves us with the ogre masks, and hopefully I'll try and get the right outbreak for tomorrow. Which is just sticking around, and I'll catch us in a bit. Set it up properly. So I got it. Catch us in a bit.